people expecting it to win, but no, I don't know about that. And later on, he drives He Can Fly, so might be worth playing into the Stonewall Stud Drivers' Challenge tonight here at Addington Racehorse. We come up to you, Mark Mack, nice and early for this one. My best bet for the box seat was Eva Sofnelli, and the boys, Craig's was Modu Premier, and Michael's got a short price favourite, Better Be Quick, or something like that. It is up north, so get involved in those. Mark, as I come up to you.
I think the best bet, for what it's worth, Gregory's that one on screen now. Number 1, Pyramid Monarch. Good draw, mobile start, 1950. Brad Williamson with the drive, racing behind Paris Princess and beaten 2.5 lengths last time from the stand. Ran second from the 5 gate 2 starts ago behind Paris Princess, beaten narrowly. I think it's a great bet from the draw. $2.40 the option, $2.60 on the tote for number 1, Pyramid Monarch. Give 3, Nikayla, a chance. She had a chance to beat Insignificant last Sunday. He was just too good Insignificant. Got the 8 for 3rd, St. Mikel, and 6 Fratellino. 1, 3, 8 and 6 for the running of race number 2. Whistle's gone. Second race, Little Mo coming up, St. Mikel. Fratellino, KD Muscles and Amaretto's son, Nikayla. Don's Me Dad, Pyramid Monarch, and the back row, Classy Boys, Big Ears and Rocket. First time the Trotters make their appearance tonight. Once again, it's 1950. Pyramid Monarch, the favourite, drawn the inside. A mare by Monarchy at start number 38. She's won 4 and placed 16 times. Don's Me Dad in 2. Fresh up for Mike Austin. Austin stable of Kyle having a big day at Rangiora on Sunday. Mike trying to emulate Kyle and what he did. Now St. Mikel chasing the gate. Rockets about 3 lengths behind them, going for a gallop as Big Ears. Ready to go. Green light. They're off and racing. Pyramid Monarch off the 1 gate will have the speed to hold. Don's Me Dad went away okay, and up 3 wide as KD Muscles from Nikayla, diving over to the markers 4th. 1.5 to Amaretto's son, then came Little Mo. Next is Classy Boys from Fratellino, drifting back from St. Mikel. 4 lengths to Rocket and 2 lengths away last is Big Ears. It's an easy lead here for Pyramid Monarch. Don's Me Dad had room to drop in and trail. KD Muscles parked up and 3 back along the inside, Nikayla. Next is Amaretto's son. 1.5 away next is Little Mo from Fratellino, galloping Classy Boys. Next then is St. Mikel around Big Ears, and Rocket 2 was in a break, and that pair are now 10 lengths adrift of the bunch. Lead time 25.1, and Pyramid Monarch and Bradley Williamson by 1.5. Second, Don's Me Dad, parked 3rd, KD Muscles. 3 back along the inside road, Nikayla from Amaretto's son running 5th. Fratellino's on the pylons, and a length away is Little Mo. Then Big Ears and St. Mikel, 3 lengths to Rocket, and Classy Boys galloped again. First quarter, 31.4. 1,050 to go. It's a good lead this for the favourite, and Pyramid Monarch carts them along by 1.5 on the fresh up Don's Me Dad. KD Muscles without a trail 3rd, Nikayla 3 deep on the pegs 4th. Next Amaretto's son from Fratellino. A length away next, turning to the back, Little Mo from Big Ears, St. Mikel, Rocket, and out off Classy Boys below the half mile now. And it's Pyramid Monarch continuing to trot boldly in the lead, and she's out by 1.5. Leaders back, Don's Me Dad, KD Muscles ahead away 3rd. 3 back the inside, Nikayla from Amaretto's son just chased up a bit. Fratellino 4 back on the pegs, then came Little Mo. Next then is St. Mikel from in between horses, Big Ears, and 2 or 3 lengths away is Rocket. Second quarter, 32.1, 63.5 for the half, 4.50 to go. And Pyramid Monarch leads half a length. On the outside running second is KD Muscles. Leaders back, Don's Me Dad waits for the Terror to Love at Pineley Farm passing lane. 3 wide and driven up Amaretto's son. Fratellino 1 off in the process around Nikayla. Third quarter in 30.6, and Pyramid Monarch, she's had a great run. Leads at the 150, found a couple over KD Muscles, Don's Me Dad, Fratellino, but below the 100 metre mark it's all Pyramid Monarch. KD Muscles 2 lengths away from Fratellino, and Pyramid Monarch under double wraps, won it by 2, has beaten home KD Muscles, 3rd in Fratellino, and Little Mo late for 4th from Amaretto's son. Then Nikayla, Don's Me Dad, St. Mikel, and then Rocket, Big Ears and Classy Boys. 1 Pyramid Monarch, Brad Williamson, 2.30 and 1.40. 5 KD Muscles, 2.30. 6 Fratellino, $1.70. Just handed it to her on a platter. Led off the 1. Brad controlled the race. And from there, 27.8 on the way home tells the story. 2:1.9 for the last mile. Anna's jogged it, a daughter of Monarchy for Williamson trains. Brad Williamson drives 5 from 38 for Mrs. Hardiman, Lowe and Hazlitt. That was just way too easy with the run they gave her in front, dropping in grade, made it an easy one for Pyramid Monarch, Greg.
Yeah, and the way she's been racing, she had to win that, beautifully rated. Whilst this win's still here, you're going to need to be well and truly on the speed, and that's been shown in the first 2 races. Smart drive, yes, he had the barrier draw to work with. Win 11 for the season, 94 in his career, so honing in on 3 figures is Brad Williamson, driving for his father, Phil, of course. Too strong for them. Favourite gets home here in the first leg of our first quaddie tonight by Monarchy out of Deirdre's Dearest, and win 5 tonight. Simply too strong in the end. Good in second, Katie Muscle set up and did some work as it invariably does. It's battled on very solidly ahead of Fratellino. Here's the judges' call.
The winner is 1, Pyramid Monarch. Second, 5, KD Muscles. And third, 6, Fratellino. Fourth has gone to 9, Little Mo. From 4, Amaretto's Son. And 2, Don's Madad. 1, 5, 6, 9, 4, 2. The margin's 2 lengths. A long neck. 1 1/4 lengths, a neck. Winner's time is 2:26.8, a mile rate of 2:01.1. The last 858 seconds, last 427.6.
Well tipped out by Mark McNamara and Greg O'Connor. They both thought Pyramid Monarch would be too good from the inside. Pretty painless if you took the short odds. It just rolled home for Team Williamson. Feature greyhound race on a supercard at Palmerston North is 4.5 minutes away. Before we get the results, we'll head to Mark Rosanowski. The results will be across the bottom of the screen. You can read these at your leisure. 2:31.40 for Pyramid Monarch. But Rosso, we have a good race coming up here, and you've gone Corborn Bright over last season's stayer of the year, Shandell.
And Michael, they've had several good battles so far, and Shandell won 3 Group 1 races last season. Of course, she wasn't first past the post in the Silver Collar, but she was promoted to that. And she's been fabulous. And she had her first look at the track last week in a heat behind Corborn Bright, and she rattled home for third, and you'd expect she'd improve from that. She's been excellent for Arch Lawrence. She's won $125,000, and she can add this, but Corborn Bright has been dominant for Matt Roberts. Here on the track, 3 from 3 this course in distance. Excellent heat win off the back of a warm-up 660-metre win. And the last time she was beaten, Corborn Bright went third behind Dream Collector and Shandell. And don't get me wrong, the 2 ahead of her found some trouble in that race too, but Corborn Bright was badly checked and did extremely well to get so close to the other 2. Matt Roberts prepared a Quinella earlier. Let's hear from him. I spoke with him earlier about Corborn Bright.
Matt, Corborn Bright's been a wonderful flag bearer for you so far. Look, how well has she recovered from the heat Monday before last?
You know, she's come through the heat really well, being a big gap in between. You know, she's just jumping out of her skin at the moment. When I seen the draw come out, I was really pleased with how that, you know, not just her draw, but the way the whole field's drawn. I think it's going to suit her pretty well.
She's had some good battles so far with Shandell. Are you expecting another today?
Yeah, well, I mean, Shandell went a good run in the heat, and obviously it was her first look here, so I'm expecting a lot of improvement from her. Yeah, I think the key to beating her will probably be try and find a forward position in front of her, really.
Are there any others in the field that you're scared of, any of the rising stayers, if you like?
Well, I mean, you can never really ride off dogs in these group races. They've all, you know, got the ability, that's why they're there, but I think probably the main danger is definitely Shandell, but if things go wrong, trust issues finds a gap in them early, yeah, who knows.
Roberts there talking about Corborn Bright. She's won $63,000 and she's still a very young greyhound. She's 6 from 10 on this track. Vernon Bale comes into box 1 for Craig Roberts. 4-dog is Victory. 3-dog there is Jazz Boy Jack there for Arch Lawrence, a litter brother to Shandell. Only just been switched up to distance racing. Jazz Boy Jack, very capable over the 457 metres. He won a 650 race at Cambridge, and his run last week was certainly that of an improver in behind Dream Collector and Thrilling Evie. Victory Bell showed early speed here last week. This is a greyhound who's won 4 races over distance in Australia. It was her first crack in New Zealand last week. Big Red Chev, the 8 dog in the pink rug, has got a decent sort of a finish on him, part owned by Kevin Brady. Just ran into Kevin downstairs, hadn't seen him for a while. Big Red Chev can find the line well. He was 4th and behind Corborn Bright. Question is just how far back off them will he get from box 8. They have a very short run to the first bend and then 1 lap to home. There is Corborn Bright. So far over a distance, 17 starts, 10 wins and 5 minor placings. Very good crowd here, lots of club people from around the country, and they've got a club punters competition, and a couple of the big clubs went early. Christchurch went out early. I think they were the first to go bust, and Auckland not long after them. Ashburton were leading. They've got Matt Gardner in to help them, and he's doing a good job for them. But John Guthrie and the Otago team have snuck in front with 2 races to go. So it's Otago leading Ashburton and a big margin back to Southland in the Club Punters competition on track. Plenty of the Greyhound Racing Association staff there. Carol Smith on the right, and we saw Roger Moore as well. And terrific to have everybody along here tonight. Others in the race, well, Trust Issues set some pace last week for Jen and Dave Fahey. Got gunned down only by Corborn Bright, and he's a stayer of the future Trust Issues. Thrilling Evie ran a slasher. In behind Dream Collector, running past Jazz Boy Jack late in the piece. She gets an awkward draw in box number 6, and this is a tough go for her. And Vernon Bale is a dog who's done pretty well over distance across in Australia before coming out. Recognising one of the great trainers of stayers, Nancy Cabane, and a wonderful administrator as well. It's the Group 2 Nancy Cabane final, 660 metres. Vernon Bale off the inside, red, white and blue, goes to box 1, number 10. Jazz Boy Jack, Shandell, Trust Issues. Corborn Bright, the favourite, box 2, then Victory Bell, the blue. Thrilling Evie and Big Red Chev, the outside, were lined and ready. Starter is Andre Putama. He says go. John Duty rolls the lure and was set. Nearly there. Racing, Corborn Bright jumped well with Vernon Bale. Shandell goes hard early, gets the lead. Shandell to the lead here from Trust Issues. Around the outside, Big Red Chev and Corborn Bright's back to 4th. They'll be followed through there by Thrilling Evie. Jazz Boy Jack behind that, then Vernon Bale drifts and Victory Bell is last. Shandell in front by 2. Trust Issues trying to close on it with Big Red Chev. Corborn Bright, she's got some work to do. Followed back there by Jazz Boy Jack. Further back in the race here, Thrilling Evie. Other pair, no chance. Vernon Bale, Victory Bell. And round the corner they come, and in front is still Shandell. The outside, challenging hard as Trust Issues, and Corborn Bright starts to fly. Shandell, Corborn Bright, Shandell's in from Corborn Bright and Trust Issues. Followed the gap back there by Jazz Boy Jack and Big Red Chev. Thrilling Evie next to go by, then Vernon Bale, and the last one in was Victory Bell. Shandell, stayer of the year last season, 3 Group 1s. Adds a Group 2 tonight, the Nancy Cabane. Got in front of Corborn Bright, and the favourites come late, but Shandell has kicked and held. Huge run, Trust Issues. Loomed up as a threat on the corner. And 4th over is Jazz Boy Jack, the little brother of the winner, Arch Lawrence. Gloria Lawrence, congratulations. Good shot there of JJ Waipuka from the association, giving Gloria a big, big hug. 5-2, 7 and 3, 38.82. Run home 8.41, 3/4 by 3/4 by 6 1/4. She jumped well, Corborn Bright, but instantly Shandell went to her and laid claim to the lead. Trust Issues went forward. Big Red Chev went forward. Shandell, it's always got to be tough from in front. Gloria Lawrence getting lots of hugs there. And there's Arch in his Waikato Chiefs hat. Very satisfied. Shandell takes her stake earnings to in excess of 100, or must be what, about 135,000 now? A little bit less. Over 130,000. She's by Magambo out of Tegan. It's been a line that Arch and Gloria have bred and raced back for about 4 generations. They love the stayers. Deb Edlin there with Arch Lawrence, and Deb handled Jazz Boy Jack, who's run a very bold 4th. Shandell posts win 22 at start 46, and her 14th distance win. 3 Group 1s last season. Will be crowned as the stayer of the year tomorrow night, and although the New Zealand Greyhound of the Year overall isn't announced until the night. Obviously, she's a chance, along with dogs like Dinah Vickers and Blitzing Mayhem, to name but a couple. Magnificent performance here from Shandell. And Michael, I don't know how many times Shandell and Corborn Bright are going to line up together, but now we can add in a dog like Trust Issues, and we've got some excellent racing beyond 600 metres to come here in New Zealand. 461.40 for Shandell, 120 Corborn Bright, 180 Trust Issues, Quinella 290, 45.60 Trifecta. First four, 5, 2, 7 and 3, $174.70. He's a dairy farmer from the Waikato, and this is the emotion that racing can bring out, Michael Guerin.
Yeah, great scenes there, and Arch Lawrence, hugs, kisses, they're all flowing at Palmerston North today, and got the Chiefs hat on too, representing the Waikato and the Stayer of the Year, to be crowned tomorrow night at the New Zealand Greyhound Racing Awards, and is eligible for the Prime Award as well. Shandell wins the Nancy Cobain. Ironically, we have a horse called Shandale racing in one of the features tonight at Alexandra Park. Weather, track and scratchings there. It's been a nice day in Auckland. Meeting code 5. Track will be decent. It'll be fast there for sure. And scratchings, there's a few in the early races. Race 1, take out 2, 3 and 9. Race 2, take out 1, 2 and 6. Only 5 across the front line there from the Mobile 2200. Race 3, they all start. Race 4, the same, the Sire Stakes. And for the feature, the Holmes DG, only 6. 4 of the 6 are Group 1 winners. The feature trot sees One Over the Moon come back. No scratchings there. They have a scratching in the penultimate race 7, number 6, Victoriana. And they all start in the last on the card. It'll be Fast and Furious at Alexandra Park. Our man Craig the Whale Thompson is on track, and well, as I come to you, it's an intriguing race tonight because we could see some reshaping of the New Zealand Cup market if Sky Major goes better, or if a Hoka Punter can win again. As I say, a very good evening to you on one of the best meetings at Alexandra Park of the season so far.
Yeah, very good evening to you, Michael, and the viewers as well. We will catch up with Sky Major's driver, Zach Butcher, earlier in the program, Michael, and we'll talk about Sky Major and his drive Kamani in the Sire Stakes heat, so that interview is well worth hearing, where Sky Major is leading into tonight's Holmes DG. Of course, last year taken out by Beyond the Silence. Our two features are races 4 and 5. The Sire Stakes is drawn only a small field, but it's an intriguing race because just the way the draws have set up here with Walkinshaw the inside, you've got Kamani in 2, and I expect Motown. I just got a feeling tonight, Michael, they may go for it. They've got nothing to lose. He needs to finish in the top 2 to ensure himself a start at Addington. So we'll talk about that a little bit later on the program. I can tell you at Alexandra Park, the weather is fine, but it is very blustery. They'll be racing into a headwind tonight. When I got to the track, I thought it may be a leader's night here tonight, but it's a very strong headwind, so we'll just see how the night progresses from race number 1. Drivers' Challenge, Tony Herlihy, favourite, $2.20 into $2. Of course, he's got the likes of a Hoka Punter, One Over the Moon and Walkinshaw. In saying that, Zach Butcher has moved from 3 to 280. And he's got the faithful Sky Major, Leanne's Boy and Kamani. So little between these two in the Drivers' Challenge. The Stonewall Stud Drivers' Challenge on option 509. Josh Dickey at 8, David Butcher 10. And you can see the rest at 11 and above. The man we want to talk to with a great book of drives tonight is Zach Butcher. His first drive is Ideal Quest. Zach, thanks for your time tonight. Ideal Quest in the first for Ray Green. His team on fire at the moment. This one's drawn the second row and it's coming out of a maiden win at Cambridge.
Yeah, it's going to be a wee bit of a step up for tonight, but as you said, Ray Green's team is flying, and as long as we get a handy enough run through and she's near enough to them, she's probably going to be a wee bit of a chance. There's maybe a few in there a little bit stronger than her, and she might need a bit of luck, but, you know, she's an honest mare.
A horse that had a few issues earlier on in her career, and you drove at the workouts a fortnight ago, that form franked into a maiden one. Do you think she's turned the corner now?
I think so. You know, she's improved with every run this time, and as long as she keeps going the right way, she gives you a nice enough feel that she's got another couple of wins in her, but so I guess tonight's a wee bit of a teller.
Yeah, Ideal Quest and Zach Butcher, and about the fourth favourite at $9 in race number 1. For me, 14 American Flyby is the horse to beat. 3 starts, 3 wins. This one by Tintin in America. Not many Tintin in Americas around at the moment. Out of Kathy's Flyby, a half to Ideal Flyby. Of course, Tintin in America himself, a very good racehorse. I think he won 2 jewels, I think. Maybe a Messenger, a Sire Stakes. I know he ran second Monkey King in an Auckland Cup. So he was a very, very good horse, Tintin in America, and this filly has looked good to date. Her biggest test, she's drawn the outside of the second row. In her last 2 wins, she's found the front and dominated. She's going to have to get around a big field tonight, and she is having her first start at Alexandra Park right-handed. I think she can overcome many obstacles, this filly, and win tonight. Runner number 14. I think the danger, and at good value, punters, and I'm talking big value, is 5 Culinary Delight. Now, she's at around about $14 on the book and the tote. The reason I like her is I think she's got the gate speed to get across Saucy Rebel and Good Looking Babe. Could put her in front early and possibly the trailer. So Culinary Delight for Robert Dunn, Tony Hurley, which we'll catch up with later in the night prior to race number 4, Tony, and talk about his later drives. I thought she's a chance at big money, runner number 5. Ideal Quest for the reasons Zach Butcher alluded to in that interview. And I put in 1 Saucy Rebel, who, to be fair, was pretty ordinary last start at Cambridge when $1.40 favourite. Gets the 1 draw tonight and looking to get back on track for Rod McKenzie. 14, 5, 12 and 1 in the Mitavite Mobile Pace to kick off tonight. That's it upstairs for the first time after travelling back from the Manawatu last night. Catch up with Aaron White. Your number's in the first, Aaron. You're the favourite as well.
Yeah, I am, Craig. American Flyby looking to remain unbeaten in 4 runs. Scotty Phelan for the Telfer Garlic team. Look very good winning both of those appearances down at Cambridge this campaign. The 7 Jet Black Shadow I thought was good and behind Down Under Stride after being given a freshen up. That was last week. Dylan Ferguson for Nicky Chilcott. Saucy Rebel, I'll give him another chance. He's unbeaten here at Alexandra Park. He's put in 2 disappointing runs at Cambridge as a warm favourite down there. And 4 Good Looking Babe, I thought she secured her maiden victory nicely to be considered a chance in the first. 14, 7, 1 and 4.
Thank you, Aaron. Of course, race number 1 starts off your quaddie tonight with only the 8th race program. First leg of the quaddie, race number 1. Race number 5 will start our second quaddie, the big one, the Jacobson Hill.
Thank you, Craig. And the runners in behind the yellow bar arm for the first of 8 tonight for the Auckland Trotting Club, as they work towards the lane. 2 1/4 laps here around Alexandra Park. Flags at half-mast as we respect the passing of our president earlier this week. Set and ready. Green lights. And they're off and pacing, and Nicole Viatisova, one of the first out with Culinary Delight and Good Looking Babe. Saucy Rebel, no early gate speed taken back into the field, and American Flyby, the favourites, up to 4th onto the stables corner first time. Then Jet Black Shadow, Master of Escape with Pure Christian back on the inside, and the last trio, Ideal Quest back on the inside, Elliot Daniel, and restrained from its wide draw, Atomic Falcon. 1,800 metres left to go, and Culinary Delight has taken up the running. Coming after it, Nicole Vitus over the outside, but Tony Hurley gives a little bit more leather to this leader and says the lead's not there. Good Looking Babe, David Butcher trailing. Saucy Rebel 3 back on the inside. American Flyby in the 1-1 as they cut out the lead time in 43.2. Pure Christian 4 back against the markers, then Master of Escape, Elliot Daniel. Ideal Quest back 3rd last, followed Atomic Falcon, and Jet Black Shadow taken all the way back to last to get in. 1,400 to go as they sweep across the showgrounds turn. Culinary Delight, she settled nicely in front here for Hurley. Good Looking Babe back and up on the outside, Nicole Viatisova. Saucy Rebel on the inside. American Flyby, the unbeaten Tintin in America filly, has 1-1 cover. Opening quarter in 32. Back on the inside, Pure Christian, Master of Escape in the running line for the Wizard Todd Mitchell. Back on the inside then was Elliot Daniel as they worked to the judge with a circuit to go. Then came Ideal Quest and the last pair are Atomic Falcon and Jet Black Shadow in the hands of Dylan Ferguson. Stables corner their final time. And Culinary Delight leads Good Looking Babe. Nicole Viatisova 3rd and parked, and Saucy Rebel 4th and 3 back on the inside. American Flyby 1-1. Then Pure Christian 31.6 the second quarter. Master of Escape the next. Elliot Daniel tucked away on the markers as Ideal Quest looks to stride forward out 3. That's put Jet Black Shadow out 4. And Atomic Falcon looks to get a ride home on the back of Ideal Quest. 600 to go. Culinary Delight leads. American Flyby comes out of her third, trailing 1-1 position to go up and issue a stern challenge to this leader now then. Good looking Babe. Ideal Quest getting around Master of Escape. Back on the inside then was Saucy Rebel. Back straight quarter 28.3. Culinary Delight's got the favourite off the bit, turning for home here. Ideal Quest up for third. Then came Good looking Babe, Saucy Rebel, and further back in the field Atomic Falcon. Culinary Delight by 2. American Flyby, Saucy Rebel running on. Then came Ideal Quest, Culinary Delight. This is an AGH special on the first of the program. Culinary Delight gets the win. Second over American Flyby. Then came Saucy Rebel. They were followed then by Atomic Falcon in a photo with Ideal Quest, Good looking Babe, and Master of Escape, Jet Black Shadow. Back in the field, Elliot Daniel. They were followed then by Nicole Viadasova and Pure Christian. 243.7. 28.5 was the last quarter. 56.8 the final 800 metres. Tony Hurley at his brilliant best. And he is the Mitavite sponsored rangeman along with Woodland Stud. And he gets the job done here too with a pretty confident front-running drive. American Flyby. She tastes defeat for the first time tonight. She's gone down bravely. And Saucy Rebel turns around those runs at Cambridge with a strong performance here tonight in for a third. Mitavite Mobile Pace to number 5, Culinary Delights.
Official placings race 1, the Mitavite Mobile Pace. 5:14.1, 12.84. 5:14.1, 12.84. Horse 5, Culinary Delight, paced the 2200 metres in 2:43.69. A mile rate of 1:59.7. Last 856.8, the 428.5. The margins 4 lengths, a neck 3.5 lengths. 5:14.1, 12.84. All official, race 1, Mitavite Mobile Pace.
Judge Graham McLennan with the opening call of the night, and it goes the way of Culinary Delight. Raced by breeders PJ Forrest, JW Forrest and RW Forrest. Robert Dunn trained at Woodend Beach, and Tony Hurley with a lovely drive to secure the first on the program tonight. The Mitavite sponsored rangeman, also sponsored by Woodland Stud. Tony Hurley back at the head of the field. Pat Gubb down there, part of the victory celebrations. Win 3 at start 31 for Culinary Delight. 14 American Flyby, Tintin and America Chestnut, 3-year-old filly out of Kathy's Flyby for a second. ID and Mrs. J.I. Bublets, the owners. Steve Telfer, Chris Garlick, trained at Papakura, Scott Phelan. 1 Saucy Rebel, the Badlands Hanover 5-year-old Bay Gelding at a Chauveau Star for third. L.H. Smith, Ms. T.A. Knighton, along with Miss NMR Mackenzie and Miss T.D. Mackenzie, the owners. Rod Mackenzie trained at Hamilton, and James Stormont. Totes in the opener, 5 Culinary Delight, 15.62.10, 15.62.10, 14 American Flyby, $1.40. 1.40, 1 Saucy Rebel, $2.32.30. Quinella, $10.30, 10.30. Trifecta, $171.80, 171.80. And the first 4, $787.90, $787.90. Good to have the kids' carts back with us here tonight. The first of 2 kids' carts events about to get underway. We'll have our workouts commentator Cameron Shaw taking you through the kids' carts action tonight.
So runners at the start for the kids' carts, the first of two tonight, both 600 metre handicap trots. One the Razor Web 600. Angus and Betsy Boo off the front. 10 metres for Pumpkin and Dusty. Go back to 30 for Jelly and Tonto, 40 for Playboy, and then a significant handicap back to...
Couple of days. He hasn't done a whole lot with him, but he seems bright tonight, and for punters who are getting involved in him, and of course we heard earlier a $4,000 bet at $1.80, that's good news. He expects him to work forward off the gate. You can't really go back in a 1950 event, especially with Collector Guinness drawn barrier 1, so I'm not saying he'll burn off the gate, neither's Paul, but he certainly won't be going back at the start. Moru Premier, Craig Thompson's best bet here tonight, race 5, number 7. Mark Mack, as I come to you, will certainly be for many an anchor in pick 6 tonight. The other one I wanted to mention in this one, Mark, is OK Mara. Gee, it's trialled up nicely. Mr. Shark beat it at the trials at Rangiora. They got home in 57 or 50, might even been 56.5 that day. It's a pretty smart horse, this.
And Dexter conquered the Hoodoo by winning at Manawatu 2 last night.
That's right, grabbed a couple, and one punter had 10,000 on him to drive 2 winners. I think he said, I asked him before, it was something like $3.80 maybe.
It's not bad money. Next frontier for him to conquer is the Chatham Islands when they have their meeting over Christmas.
Yeah, I wonder if we could get that gig.
It'd be all right.
It would be. Leave it to you for race 3.
Coming up, scoring up third race, $2.10. Number 1, Superfecta, the tote favourite, but option second, Pick Cable Beach, $2.50 the tote, $1.80 on the book. Superfecta, that brings back memories. Cable Beach getting set. RIM, OK Mara. Windfall, Better in the Dark, Karunga Sweet Pea and Yippee-Ki-Yay. There's the green light. Racing now. Superfecta was away well on the inside. Cable Beach is matching it. The 2 favourites square off a bit. Going forward, 3 up is OK Mara to go and join them too. RIM is 4th, and then came Windfall, Better in the Dark, and Karunga Sweet Pea, and Yippee-Ki-Yay's gone back to last. Cable Beach and OK Mara in reverse jacket colours. They race 1-2. 2 lengths away, third Superfecta, and a further 2 lengths away next is RIM. 3 lengths to Windfall and 2 lengths Better in the Dark. Second last Karunga Sweet Pea, and a length and a half to Yippee-Ki-Yay. OK Mara pressed on, eventually took over and crossed Cable Beach to lead it by a length and a half. 2.5 lengths away, third Superfecta, and 4th RIM as Cable Beach leaves the trail and goes to the lead again. Windfall's 2 lengths away, 5th behind RIM, and Karunga Sweet Pea off the inside. Better in the Dark, second last on the pegs, and Yippee-Ki-Yay trailing up on the back of Karunga Sweet Pea. They have about 1,800 metres to go, and Cable Beach, the very sharp qualifier at Ashburton, leads a length and a half. Running second is OK Mara, and 4 lengths away in third spot Superfecta. 4th RIM, Windfall 50 inside. 1 length to Karunga Sweet Pea, and then Better in the Dark and Yippee-Ki-Yay. 1,500 metres left to go, and the race is being led by Cable Beach. A length and a half on OK Mara. 3 away, third Superfecta, and 4th on the inside is Windfall. Then came RIM, Better in the Dark, Karunga Sweet Pea and Yippee-Ki-Yay. Lead time 1:14.8 for a mobile 2,600 metre race. And it's Cable Beach and Johnny Cox, a length and a half on the trailing OK Mara. 2 lengths away, third Superfecta on debut, forced to breeze now around Windfall. 1 out and 1 back is RIM. Then Better in the Dark and Karunga Sweet Pea and Yippee-Ki-Yay is last. Opening split of the last mile, 30.9 tailwind assisted. 1,000 metres to go. And it's Cable Beach, a son of some beach somewhere, leading by a length and a half. Second, OK Mara, Superfecta's a length and a half away third. 3 back along the inside, Windfall from RIM, Better in the Dark, Karunga Sweet Pea, and Yippee-Ki-Yay is last, and 5 back along the inside row. Cable Beach leads at the half mile. Second is OK Mara, Superfecta to the outside of that pacer. RIM is 4th and Windfall, 3 back the inside. A length and a half, Karunga Sweet Pea, loose reined on the outside of Better in the Dark, and Yippee-Ki-Yay's a length and a half away. 600 to go. Second quarter, 30.7, 61.6 for the half, and it's Cable Beach leading the way. A length and a half on Superfecta. OK Mara waits on the terror to love it. Pine Leaf Farm passing lane from RIM Windfall. Then Better in the Dark, Karunga Sweet Pea and Yuppie both under pressure. Cable Beach still leads. Superfector's a length and a half away from OK Mara. The third quarter in 30.4 and it's Cable Beach turning in. Superfector getting back to the trail and then came OK Mara. Cable Beach 150 to go. A length and a half Superfector. They clear up the rest. OK Mara in Better in the Dark. It's Cable Beach in front of Superfector and Cable Beach will make it 1 for 1. Won it by a length and a quarter on Superfector who ran the Quinilla. Better in the Dark third. OK Mara ran fourth and RIM ran fifth. Then came Windfall, Yippee-Ki-Yay and Karunga Sweet Pea is the last one in. To Cable Beach, Johnny Cox, 220, 110. One Superfector, $1. He spaced the rest with Better in the Dark running at a third, number 7 at $3.50. Some beat somewhere. Our Lady Rena 4-year-old, Johnny Cox and Paul Court from West Melton. Might be the 53.5 last half. He ran at the trials. He's done it impressively. Johnny hasn't moved. Superfector stuck on, but was never a match for the winner. Third Better in the Dark, 26.6. 158.6. He's a very, very fast racehorse, this bloke. Didn't even look to be going that sort of speed. I know it's wind assisted too, but he was just doing it so easily. And he was hard held. Johnny had to let him go. He would have been low 26s and a bit to learn. Had the head on the side, wanted to look around up the lane, and he's just one very fast pace of this bloke, Greg.
He's really quick, Mark. A lot still to learn. The steering gear not quite right. Look at him on one rein there, but he's so fast, and we saw that in that trial. Superfector's a handy maiden, no doubt there at all. He's gone as well as the winner, having to sit outside him and getting to within a length as we get the judges' call to confirm our third before getting to Palmerston North.
The winner is 2, Cable Beach. Second, 1, Superfector. And third, 7, Better in the Dark. Fourth has gone to 4, OK Mara. From 3, Art I Am. And 6, Windfall. 2, 1, 7, 4, 3, 6. The margins 1.5 lengths, 5 lengths, half a neck, a short head. Winner's time was 3:13.4, a mile rate of 1:59.7. The last 856.6, last 426.4.
Mark Gallagher there at Addington Raceway. Now we're 2 minutes out from our next feature here at the Manawatu Raceway for the Palmerston North Greyhound Racing Club. This is the wheeldeal.co.nz Trainers Invitation. Went 3, 2, 5 and 1. What happens here? It's a great concept, this. I really do like it. Maybe there's a few tweaks it could have, but the trainers get drawn into a box and then they nominate a dog to take up that box. So Matt Roberts went with Corborn Brick off the inside. And he tossed up between a couple of dogs, but he's gone with Corborn Brick, who's suited to the rail. Karen Walsh has got Malum. She drew box number 5, so it was always going to be tough for her. This dog has only had one run here on the track for 5th off a moderate beginning, but is certainly very, very capable. And with that run around here would be better for that. The 2 dog is Kilchurn for Glenn Hodgson, who was second here on Monday after jumping well. There's Malum, lovely shot, and there's Kilchurn. He's a lovely dog. He's won 22 from 33. He hasn't won in his last 4, which is unusual. He won a heat at the Waterloo Cup when he was fresh. He'd won the Group 1 New Zealand Breeders prior to that. He was 4th in the final. He was unlucky at the first bend. He had 2 runs here where he was slow out and paid the price for that. He rushed home for 3rd, the first of those, and then although he was only 6th, the second of those, he was climbing all over the top of them at the line. Monday he jumped from box 1. He led out and I thought he would win from there, but Vegas Dandy rounded him up and he couldn't catch Vegas Dandy in the straight. We'll see what he can do today. He's not a dog that goes this long as a rule without a win. 4 is Dr. Brim. He's just a Class 3 dog, but he has run Class 5 times. He's broken 26 seconds here for Angela Turmoil. In the end, I put the 3 dog on top, and that's Arctic Action, because he's been here twice for Jean and Dave Fahey. He's assessed at Class 4 now. He's only had 12 starts. He's won 8. He's 2 from 2 this track. When he came here in fast conditions Monday before last, he clocked 25.84. So he's a serious dog. He can measure up to the Class 5s in this. Corborn Brick off the inside was a winner here at $30 3 starts back, and he just hasn't been quite as good from wider draws, but box 1 brings him into this. 6 is Izzy Bale. It's for Craig Roberts. Corey Steele handling for Craig. Dog who's a bit lazy out of the boxes, which is an issue for him. He's had 3 misses on this track. If he gets clear air early enough, he can be quite a dangerous dog, but he doesn't make things easy for himself. Scusi's got early speed that he never used on Monday. He draws box 7 again. Prior to that, he led up when run down by Corborn Brick. Nice shot there of Arctic Action. Going to the boxes for the wheeldeal.co.nz. Trainer's Invitation. Corborn Brick and Matt Robertson 1. 3 Arctic Action, Jean and Dave Fahey. Up goes 5 Mellum for Karen Walsh and 7 Scusi for Lisa Ahern. Second line, Kilchurn, Glenn Hodgson. Dr. Brim, Angela Turmoil, Dizzy Bale, Craig Roberts and Fabio Nathan Udy. Fabulous field, Kilchurn $3.90. Very competitive betting market this. Trainer's Invitation, sponsored by Wheel Deal. Lure in motion. Ready to rumble. Racing. Corborn Brick stepped out nicely. Badly away here. Dr. Brim missed it 20 lengths. Corborn Brick taken on by Kilchurn. Early Scusi goes forward. Followed through there by Arctic Action just behind them. Mellum goes forward the outside. Further back in the race to Fabio Izzy Bale. And after that bad beginning, Dr. Brim up to the corner they come. It's Corborn Brick just in front. Kilchurn comes the inside. Scusi the outside. Mellum down the outside and behind them to Arctic Action. Corborn Brick is kicking. Kilchurn has a lunge. Corborn Brick gets home for Matt Roberts here from Kilchurn and Mellum. Close up and behind them we had Scusi and Arctic Action with that in a photo for 4th. Then Izzy Bale, Fabio and Dr. Brim lost 20 lengths at the start. Matt Roberts might have been runner-up in the Nancy Cabane. He gets the Trainer's Invitation. 1, 2, 5 and 7, 26.31. Run home 7.78. And the Brick, he used the 1 all right. Paid $30 winning here, 3 back. Matt Roberts drew box 1. He nominated Corborn Brick. He gets the win. Kilchurn tried ever so hard the inside. Big run Mellum. And Scusi lands 4th just ahead of Arctic Action. In a very close finish. Only about 2.5 to 3 maybe from 1st to 5th there. Dr. Brim blew the start badly, the 4. Up front, the others appeared to have their chance. Corborn Brick, Kilchurn there early. Scusi challenging 3 wide and Mellum making ground in the midfield. Well, Matty missed out with Corborn Bright, second to Shandell in the Nancy Cabane, but he trained a Quinella earlier with the Corborn Clover, Corborn Gracie, and he wins with Corborn Brick here. 9.48 the lead up, 18.53 to the second mark. The run home 7.78, 26.31, 1, 2, 5 and 7 the numbers, and he just kept kicking. He's by Oaks Road out of Asterix. He's raced by Stu Dickinson. Matt Roberts, the trainer at Martin, and his stake earnings now head just shy of $50,000 with win 17 at start number 60. He was thinking about nominating Corborn Crouch, who resumed on Monday and unfortunately ran a pretty ordinary race, but he's nominated the right dog in his place. He could have nominated Lonesome Nitro, but he doesn't seem to go that well here. Corborn Brick Dog 1, 10.60, 2.40. 2 Kilchurn, $1.40, and 5 Mellum at $2. The Quinella 10.40, Trifecta 142.30, and a 1, 2, 5, 7 first for $819.40. One race to go and another feature too, Michael, with the Outback Trading Company Manawatu Cup, Class 5, 457 metres. In fact, we're going straight to Alexandra Park for race number 2, where I say a very good evening to Craig the Whale Thompson.
Yeah, very good evening to you, Rozzo. We're about 4 minutes out from race number 2 at the park tonight. Second leg of the quaddie. Big move here for one. Runner number 7, The Faithful. Hearing through from the bookmakers, I think it was 360 into 240 from barrier number 4. His driver is Zach Butcher. Let's catch up with him and see what he had to say. Zach, one of your favourite horses, The Faithful, goes round for the Auckland Trotting Club Syndicate in race number 2 tonight. Very impressive winner beating Walkinshaw last week and comes into barrier 4 tonight.
Yeah, probably helps coming in a wee bit. He was 7 to start off with, so that's a big improvement. But he's racing rallies, won his last 2 starts, and he seems to be a nice horse on top. So we'll sort of look to mosey forward early in the race tonight, and if we land there without doing too much work, we might look to stay there.
Yeah, he's a nice type, The Faithful. Very good in beating Walkinshaw, who will be one of the favourites for the Sire Stakes heat in race number 4 tonight. Gatesbed will put him pretty much close to the leader here, and I think if he can find the front, I think he can win the race. I thought he was one of the better bets tonight. Race 2, number 7, The Faithful, backed in into $2.40. The Dangers 5, number 8, Unforgiving, trained by Stephen Reid and Simon McMullen. Lovely mare this by Art Major, a big mare she is. The last start effort was behind Besotted in a far stronger field, but you have to go back to that run 2 starts ago where she was only beaten a nose by God Forbid after sitting parked out. She can do work in her races and still kick on. And even though she's drawn barrier number 8, there's 3 scratchings inside. It comes into 5. So for me, it's 7 to beat 8. Good chance of getting some of it is runner number 4, Better Be Perfect, trained by Tony Hurley. Gee, it's been going good, this horse, racing great, and the sectionals have been extremely fast. So I thought number 4, Better Be Perfect, from a nice draw at barrier number 2, certainly in the mix, the best roughie in the race anyway, and then 11 first home. So for me, it's 7, 8, 4 and 11. 7, 8, 4 and 11 in race number 2 tonight. Aaron, why does it come to you? 2 minutes out from the second tonight. Your numbers in the second. You're with Heart of Dixie on top to beat 8, 7 and 11.
Yeah, she's coming all the time, 9 and 220. Joshua Dickey doing the driving here for Barry Purdon. I thought her last start win mid-September was good. She's been given a freshen up since then. Raced by Rosalind Stud. We know what happened earlier this week. Let's hope the horses can do it tonight. 4 really good chances. The first of them here, Heart of Dixie. Of course, Kamani and Motown in the Sire Stakes heat, and Better Think Quick a wee bit later in the night. So it will certainly be an emotional victory if Heart of Dixie can take the second on the program here tonight. 8 Unforgivings in the mix. Stephen Reid, the 7, The Faithful. He's looked good winning his last 2, including holding off the advances of Walkinshaw last week, which I thought was an exceptional win. Zach Butcher, 11 first home, doing good things too in his last few, has to be considered here. 5, 8, 7 and 11.
Thanks, Aaron. A few of the drivers wearing black armbands. You'll see Josh Dickey on Heart of Dixie wearing the black armbands, and you'll see most drivers in race number 4 tonight wearing the black armbands for the passing of Kerry Hoggard during the week. President of the Auckland Trotting Club, very sad. We'll have a moment's silence prior to race number 4 tonight. Race number 4, the NRM Sire Stakes Series Heat. Of course, Kerry had 2 horses in the race, Kamani and, of course, Motown. He has got Heart of Dixie in race number 2 here. Michael Guerin's best bet of the night on the box seat goes around race 7, number 8, Better Think Quick. $1.60 on the fixed odds. The first tonight taken up by the $15 shot, Culinary Delight. The second, the favourite, is with the Auckland Trotting Club Syndicate. And their colours too, so not the Barry Purdon colours. Runner number 7 in the Auckland Trotting Club Syndicate colours. The stablemate will wear the green cap of Josh Dickey. Better Be Perfect. Red lights on at the park now for the second. Good luck with your investments. And behind the mobile, it is the Air Vanuatu mobile pace that set up stairs to Aaron White for his call on race number 2.
Yeah, thank you, Craig. And this will open the first treble on the program tonight as well. With the runners coming forward, Heart of Dixie takes her place behind the mobile. Better Be Perfect, Royal Taz, the 2 stablemates. Blue cap on Royal Taz is draw 1 with the defections on its inside. The Faithful comes forward looking for a treble of victories tonight. Unforgiving up on the outside. The second row draws Tassie's Devil, McRoyal, and also First Home. Air Vanuatu, mobile pace. It's one lucky punter on track tonight with our night here at the races. We'll be flying Air Vanuatu, of course, with tropical nights here at Alexandra Park. Green light on. Frank Phelan sends them on their journey. The Faithful and Unforgiving, the first 2 away. Royal Taz, Heart of Dixie, they'll remain prominent. They're followed by Better Be Perfect. Tassie's Devil getting a lovely drag through as they find the stable's corner, and Unforgiving finds the lead. McRoyal will settle second last, and First Home in the hands of Scott Phelan last. So Unforgiving and the Reed man to take over. They lead by a couple over the Faithful and Zach Butcher, and then came Royal Taz. Heart of Dixie, she's got to sit park. Back on the inside to Tassie's Devil and Ben Butcher, 4 back on the inside. Better Be Perfect will take up 1-1 cover on the back of Heart of Dixie. 2 lengths off that to McRoyal. And First Home the last. Lead time in 41.5, so they cut out the first section of the race pretty nicely there. Unforgiving, the Art Made Jameer off the back over the Faithful sitting in the trail, and Heart of Dixie, Joshua Dickey sitting out park. 1,400 to go as they sweep across the showgrounds turn. Then Royal Taz, 3 back on the inside at stablemate Better Be Perfect, in the perfect spot. 1-1 for Tony Hurley, looking for the early race-to-race double on the program tonight. Then Tassie's Devil on the inside of McRoyal and First Home. They swing into the lane. And 31.7, the opening quarter of the year, Vanuatu. Mobile Pace and Unforgiving to work down to the Judge Bell and 1 to go. The Faithful's got the Lovely Drag in the trail. Heart of Dixie sitting out parked, and in the 1-1 then to a Better Be Perfect. Back on the inside, Royal Taz. McRoyal is second, make that third last around Tassie's Devil. His first home takes off now around the stables corner the final time, making a big play to get somewhere near these leaders. Unforgiving into the back over Heart of Dixie, a length between those, and First Home slides up to third. 31 and 5, in fact. First Home's going to get outside the speed here. The Faithful in the trails had that gorgeous run. They're followed by Tassie's Devil. Back in the field, back on the inside, Royal Taz of it. Stablemate Better Be Perfect. And the last McRoyal as they pace to the end of the back straight. Unforgiving over First Home. Back on the inside, the Faithful. Heart of Dixie 1-1 as they sweep across the top the final time. Royal Taz the inside of Better Be Perfect, then Tassie's Devil, and McRoyal. 28 was the third quarter. Unforgiving with First Home. The Faithful waiting the passing lane. Here's Heart of Dixie and Better Be Perfect to the outside. Homeward bound Unforgiving, the Faithful. Heart of Dixie down the outside. Royal Taz making late ground. Unforgiving, the Faithful's claimed it though. Heart of Dixie down the outside. The Faithful, he'll go back to back to back. Zach Butcher secured the trail. Cold shot passing lane and home. Heart of Dixie, I think, will just get up for second in front of Unforgiving. Then Royal Taz, Tassie's Devil, First Home, McRoyal, and Better Be Perfect. 241.7, 28.7, 56.7 the last 800 metres. The Faithful, the Auckland Trotting Club 2014 syndicate, they get a performance incentive bonus tonight as well. Barry Purdon, Zach Butcher, he came off the arm, then handed up to Unforgiving, secured that lovely trail, passing lane, and wins nicely. Heart of Dixie will get up for second in front of Unforgiving, and Royal Taz to make up the first four in the air. Vanuatu, Mobile Pace.
Official placings race 2, the Air Vanuatu Mobile Pace, 758 39 11. 758 39 11. Horse 7, the Faithful, paced the 2200 metres in 241.67, a mile rate of 158.2. Last 856.8, the 428.7. The margins 1 length, a half neck, 1 1/4 lengths. 758 39 11. Race 2, the Air Vanuatu Mobile Pace.
Fanfare, indication that the Connections have won a performance incentive bonus tonight with the 6th victory of the Faithful. Better's Delight Brown, 4-year-old gelding out of Running On Faith. Auckland Trotting Club 2014 syndicate, the owners. Zach Butcher doing the driving for Clevedon trainer Barry Purdon, bred by Woodland Stud New Zealand Limited. And the Faithful does pick up his 6th victory here at Alexandra Park also tonight. Nice win it was too, after securing that lovely run in transit, and completes his hat-trick in fine fashion. Jonas George down there, part of the victory celebrations for Air Vanuatu, and Gordon Robertson, steward of the Auckland Trotting Club, also in attendance. 5 Heart of Dixie for second. The American Ideal Splendid Deal Brown 4-year-old mare for Rosslyn Stud Limited. Barry Purdon trained at Clevedon. Joshua Dickey And 8 Unforgiving, Art Major Pure Envy, Bay 4-year-old mare, C.H. Barlow the owner. Stephen Reid and Simon McMillan prepared at Pukekohe and Stephen Reid. 7 The Faithful, $2 even and $1.10, 2 and $1.10. 5 Heart of Dixie, $1.90, $1.90. 8 Unforgiving, $1.30, $1.30. Quinella, $6.10, $6.10. Trifecta, $31.50, $31.50. And the first 4, $197 even, $197. 5 and 7 in the double, $39.90, $39.90. And the concession, a pair of 5s at $23.60, $23.60.
Southern winners too for Robin Wales and Josh Lane, and Jean and Dave Fahey picked up a win with a par with Shackley. 7 minutes out from Addington, we'll take you there shortly. They'll get called up for the last here. No lights here, and I tell you what, it's actually pretty gloomy right now with the clouds overhead to wrap up the night. Greyhounds called over for the Outback Trading Company Manawatu Cup. Spud Missile off the inside, box 3 for Vegas Danny and the Gold Rug Winsome Jenny. Black Rug Boston Heart, forward they go. Second line, Opawa Diesel. Radvanska, Check the Mail and Rolex Roo. Spud Missile goes favourite off the inside. It's the Manawatu Cup for Outback Trading Company. Wraps up a wonderful day's racing. Nearly there. Racing, Spud Missile stepped out nicely, going hard early too was Winsome Jenny, getting the run through the inside. Vegas Danny, Power Diesel creeps up behind them, followed through there by Check the Mail. Boston Hard out wider of that to Rolex Roo and Radvanska back to last. Spud Missile in front by 2 or 3 here. Vegas Danny giving chase over on the outside then to Winsome Jenny. It's followed through by Opawa Diesel, starting to stomp down the outside with Rolex Roo. Spud Missile in front of Opawa Diesel, sees it through. Third to go by was Rolex Roo. Fourth over was Winsome Jenny, followed through there by Boston Hart. Radvanska was back with that. Vegas Danny, if I called it, might have beaten 1 or 2 in, but it was back badly after the line. And Radvanska out the back. The Spud Missile, 1, 2, 8 and 5 in the Cup. Fastest time of the night, 26.06. 26.06. 7.86 the run home. And the Spud does it from the front. Over Opawa Diesel, charged Rolex Roo into third, and Winsome Jenny, after showing good early speed, is fourth. Winner got there by a length and 3/4, a length and 1/4 to third, 1.5 lengths back to fourth. He uses up a bit of the track, Spud Missile, when he's in front, though, and setting his own terms. He's very hard to catch. 9:31 the lead-up time, 18:20 to the second mark, 7:86 run home, 26:06 fastest time of the night. Steve Clark trains at Murrumarua Forest. Kathy Wilson handled the dog. Win 16, start 45. And he continues his terrific record from box number 1. And that wraps up our day here for the Palmerston North Greyhound Racing Club. Action continues over the weekend here in Palmerston North for the Greyhound Code with the conference and tomorrow night at the awards dinner. On behalf of the team who brought you the action and some excellent shots brought through by the crew, plenty on track here tonight. In charge was Rebecca Sharp. We bid you a very good afternoon. Enjoy your night. Enjoy Caulfield Cup Day tomorrow. Greg O'Connor, as we hand back to you 4.5 minutes out from race 4.
Thanks, Rozzo. Thanks for your help tonight, and a good competitive junior drivers race. This has changed the rules. 4:41.55. We'll hear from Stevie Golding in a moment about her chances. Storm Maguire, pretty solid placing at the weekend. 7.50 the price there. Parissa trialled up okay at Methven. 4:21.45. Craig Ferguson, very much informed junior driver. Brad Williamson's already had a win tonight. Remiss 4.60. And Art Critic, I do like the chances of this horse tonight. 3:61.40 was slightly longer with the book earlier on. But Stevie Golding not only drives changed the rules in this, we also got him to talk about the other runners for Greg and Nina Hope tonight. Stevie, she keeps on going good races, and tonight you've got options from barrier 1.
Yeah, Greg, she's a consistent mare, and sort of she's never too far away, and with the ace draw tonight, she can determine sort of, hopefully she's got enough gate speed to hold her ground and then hand up to the right one, hopefully, and if she gets 3 back or trail, she'll definitely be in the finish anyway.
Yeah, it looks a great each way chance. 2 trotters for Greg and Nina in race number 6. Unyielding Spirit. What have you made of her most recent runs?
Yeah, well, as she's gone up in the grades a little bit, Greg, it's a bit tough. Obviously, it's Ben's little horse, and he gets the bonus tonight, so it's good incentive-wise here. And yeah, she's got a better draw in that tonight off the front, and hopefully, if she can end up on the rails, she'll be running home for a nice place chance anyway.
And the Earth Move continues to go great guns since joining the barn.
Yeah, she sort of surprised us a little bit every time we took her off the property. So, yeah, tonight will be another step up, obviously. There's a few nice ones in it. But the way she's going, Greg, I can't really see why you wouldn't have her in your combos anyway.
Northview Gamblers, you're driving race number 7. Absolute key with this horse tonight is back to the mobile.
Yeah, that's right. He'd done things wrong the last couple of starts behind the stand. And, yeah, mobile tonight would hopefully be in his favour a little bit. He still can do things a little bit wrong. But hopefully with a bit of luck, he does have the ability to give them a little bit of a shake-up, but it is a good field, and yeah, we'll be hoping for a bit of luck with that one, Greg.
2 trotters in race number 8, Harry Sull and Quite a Moment. Let's start with Harry Sull, a horse that you have a great affinity with.
Yeah, he's one of my best mates, Greg. So he surprised me last week. He really did, and he stepped up to the big ones all right. So all things going well, and he gets a good trip. He got a good finish on him, so hopefully if he gets a bit handier this week, he can go one better.
Yeah, jumped up in the rankings for the Dominion too, as has Quite a Moment, but she's been going super.
Yeah, she's been going great guns, Greg, since she got back from Aussie, really. She come back in good condition, and that was probably the big help why she's racing so good now, really, and Greg and Nina have just maintained that fitness and stuff. So yeah, she's a consistent mare, and hopefully she's in for a couple of good months too.
Eva Sofnelli in the last for the stable. Very good, I thought, first up, went 5th, won a trial before that terrifically well, if that's such a statement, and she can go close in the last.
Yeah, she can go close, Greg. She's quite a tough mare, and I'd say with that run on Sunday under her belt, Ricky will probably be a bit more confident with her tonight. So, yeah, if she puts her best foot forward and does everything right and gets a good run, she should be pretty hard to beat.
Good information there from Stevie Golding. Changed the rules, of course, from barrier 1. We'll be able to decide who he hands over to, potentially, and therefore get the perfect run throughout, and she's a major player in this one. Inside a minute out from a start, Lam and Hayward. Terrific supporters here at Addington Raceway. Don't forget the first 4s, part of the Kiwi Punters Championship, of course, not only tonight here, but also at Alexandra Park. And $2,000 in the first 4s, every single race of dead money effectively, so make sure you get involved in those. They've already been well and truly paying overs right from when that competition initiated, and of course the final will be here on show day. Whistles blowing. I thought this mare Art Critics trials lately have been terrific. Behind Eva Sofnelli, sat outside her and they got home in 56. Second in that was Clive, and fourth in that was Chase the Dream. And then last time behind Lazarus last week, it was a pretty good run to boot. Mark Mack, come up to you. Race number 4 for the juniors, all 8 off the front. Tactically, this could be a very intriguing contest.
Exactly right, Greg. I like Storm Maguire. I just think they might drive her with a sit tonight. She had a chance. Dexter gave her a lovely run in front at Ringiura last Sunday and was run down, but I reckon she might take a trail tonight, Storm Maguire, and that's how she races best. Change the rules. Storm Maguire, Supriya getting set. Spinnaker, Parissa, Remiss, Millwood, Pink Lady and Art Critic. Mobile Gate turning to the back. Art Critic just a little wayward on that bend going to the back. Junior drivers race, and the junior starter, Ricky Donnelly's going to start this one too. Set to go. Racing now. Speed changed the rules. Parissa went away fast from Storm Maguire third. Fourth early is Spinnaker from Supriya getting to the inside. Then came Remiss and Art Critic. And Millwood Pink Lady taken back to last. Favourite's going to get down to the inside and lead easily, Parissa. Margin 2.5 lengths over Change the Rules and Storm Maguire. Supriya's a further 2 lengths away, fourth. Same again, Spinnaker. Art Critic the first one away from the markers in front of Remiss and Millwood Pink Lady. Leader is Parissa with Craig Ferguson by a length and a half, and the lead time is 24.8. Second, Change the Rules. Third, Storm Maguire, and fourth, Supriya. They single file it into the lane. Spinnaker fifth, a length and a half, Art Critic, Remiss and Millwood Pink Lady are the last two. They have around 13.50 to go, and the leader is Parissa in this junior drivers race by a length and a half over the trailing Change the Rules. Running third, Storm Maguire, Supriya fourth and Spinnaker fifth. Next is Art Critic from Remiss, leaving the inside to just work up without cover at the moment, and Millwood Pink Lady is right on her back at the tail. First quarter 31.6, so it's a good lead this one for Parissa. She's been unchallenged in the van and leads out near the 1,000 metre mark by a length and a half over Change the Rules. Third, Storm Maguire, fourth, Supriya. Next, Spinnaker on the inside of Remiss from Millwood Pink Lady. Art Critic being restrained back to last to get away from the inside and onto the back of Millwood Pink Lady. Parissa turns them to the back and leads a length and a half. Second, Change the Rules to Storm Maguire inside of Remiss. Three back the inside is Supriya, who's got the earplugs out a long way from home from Millwood Pink Lady. And then came Art Critic and Spinnaker. Leader is Parissa, and she's being stoked right up down the back. She's 2 lengths clear of Change the Rules. The second quarter 33-1, 64.7 for the half. Remiss pocket Storm Maguire. Next to the inside, then is Supriya from Millwood Pink Lady, Art Critic, and Spinnaker is last. Parissa, loose rein to keep this speed going. Leads a length and a half, Change the Rules. Remiss a length away, third from Storm Maguire. Supriya getting one off from Millwood Pink Lady, and then came Art Critic and Spinnaker. Third quarter, 28.3. Parissa leads for home, a length and a half, Change the Rules. Then Storm Maguire and Remiss. Next is Supriya, but it's Parissa in front past the 100 metre mark. On the outside, Change the Rules from Storm Maguire. Parissa's holding though, and Parissa's going to be too good for Change the Rules. Storm Maguire third, first 3 home for 1, 2, 3 on the pegs. Supriya ran fourth to make it 1, 2, 3, 4 on the pegs, first 4 home. Then Art Critic, Remiss, Spinnaker, and Millwood Pink Lady is the last one in. 5 Parissa, Craig Ferguson, 441.40. 1 Change the Rules, 160. 2 Storm Maguire, $2.20. Led, that's her. Just keep her ticking over and drive her along. She's tough, and she has been able to hold Change the Rules. Storm Maguire through on the inside, ran third, and Supriya working into fourth spot. The winner makes it now 5 from 47, and Art Major Mare Craig Ferguson for Mark Jones has run home in 26.4, a last mile of 159.4 and 54.7 for the last half. Some of that was wind assisted, some of it wasn't. This track with these conditions is absolutely grease lightning, Greg.
It is. The wind very strong, therefore moving down the back straight almost impossible, and on the mark is the place to be, but he's driving well, Craig Ferguson. I'm sure Mark Jones well and truly schooled him up about this mare and said, look, she's best when rolling and keeps on rolling, and that's what's unfolded here. He did say to us earlier today that the horse trialled nicely at Methven, although unplaced. Win 8 for the season for Mark Jones and 7 for Craig Ferguson as we get the judges' call to confirm the fourth.
Second, 1 Change the Rules, and third, 2 Storm Maguire. Fourth has gone to 3 Supriya, from 8 Art Critic and 6 Remiss. 5, 1, 2, 3, 8, 6. The margins 1.5 lengths, 1 3/4 lengths, 1.5 lengths, 1.5 lengths. The winner's time was 2:24.2, a mile rate of 1:59. The last 854.3, the last 426.2.
54.3.26.2. Not hard to work out that in on the markers and rolling with the quality that she is for the O'Briens. The mare by Art Majors now won 5 races. 4:41.40, changed the rules, had that saloon passage throughout. She was good in second, 160, and Storm Maguire at $2.20. 7:30 Quinella, 64.90 trifecta, $460.50 with Supriya in 4th position. Double was completed. First leg, Cable Beach, who sprinted home quickly. Not as quickly as that, though. 6.60 the double. 2-1 concessions paid $1.80. That's 3 legs down in our first quaddie. And you've needed on your ticket 1 Pyramid Monarch, favourite. 2 Cable Beach, favourite. Parissa, who was about second favourite. The last leg of that is race number 5. It's at 7:35 and features the return of Motu Premier. The Gardens is where we head next. 2, 3, 4, 1, the numbers there with John McDermott. And he's with us again at 7:30 and $2.10. Short break here, TAB Trackside 1. When we return, it'll be the 7th out of New South Wales, the Gardens, the venue.
Pedigree is everything. Mark III son Sir Lincoln. Down under's some beach somewhere has a sire's pedigree.
The leader is Sir Lincoln out by 2. It's Sir Lincoln down from the North Island. He's holding the anvils in the Sire Stakes final. Sir Lincoln is clear. It's all Sir Lincoln.
A sensational performance from barrier 15. Sir Lincoln, all class in 1:55 and 3. Sir Lincoln, the Sire Stakes for Lincoln Farms.
Hi, Miles Gaisley, Fiat dealer. Save $5,000 when you buy the new Fiat Panda Twin Air. Fully optioned with Bluetooth, dual logic auto transmission and more. Was $19,995, now $14,990 and free delivery to your door. Only at Gaisley Fiat, Gaisley.com.
How good was Gold Ace?
Gold Ace and Terra to Love. The war's back on. Gold Ace, Terra to Love's ahead away. But Gold Ace notches up another one over Terra to Love.
Gold Ace, Bettor's Delight's richest down under entire, standing at Neverly Stud.
TLB Trackside 1 continues here on this Friday night. I hope it's going well for you. If you haven't backed a winner already, stick with us. Plenty of information out of both harness venues still to come, including the Holmes DG and, of course, the Sire Stakes heat, the intriguing Heat 4 with Craig Thompson and Aaron White out of Alexandra Park, and some very good racing still to come here at Addington. I mentioned the return of Motu Premier. Of course, we see last season's Harness Jewels winner, the Ruby, in King Denny return. Of course, brilliant strikes, and a little bit later on here too. And a terrific race number 9 on the program with a number of 3-year-olds, some of them heading towards the final Sire Stakes heat here at Addington next Friday night. But the Gardens is our next venue, and John McDermott 2, 3, 4 and 1 with him. There's one gets in off the ballot here. All right, we appear to have a delay at the Gardens. That gives me an opportunity to say a very good evening to Craig Thompson. Just speaking about a couple of races upcoming for you, Craig, tonight. The Holmes DG, obviously a key lead-up race for the Northerners in particular towards the Christchurch Casino New Zealand Cup. But the intriguing Heat 4 of the NRM Sire Stakes Series, and all 7 off the front row. I think they might hum around the park tonight. Good evening to you.
Yeah, the track's in lightning fast order. Just talked to Tony Hurley off the air, Greg, and he said the track, they're really bouncing off it here tonight. Expect very quick time. We'll play his interview in prior to the 4th about Walkinshaw, Ahoka, Punter and One Over the Moon, and how he's thought they've come through their trials last week. Walkinshaw, he's very keen to lead up tonight from barrier number 1, and I think with the barrier draw and the way the race sets up, and he needs 1-2 finish tonight, Greg, to assure a start at Addington, so I think they've got to use the draw. Kamani's got a nice draw here from Zach Butcher prior to that race as well. Of course, he's already qualified Interesting for me is Motown. What's he going to do, Josh Dickey? He's not a horse that he can sit back in the field and come with one run. They've got to go forward with him tonight. So look for him, even from the outside gate, to light up early, I feel. And it's going to make it a very intriguing contest. Only the 7 runners, to be fair. 4 or 5 really good chances. When you're chucking a horse like Shandale, getting $2.80 on the book, $6 on the tote. Morris McHenry on his first up run, he can win this race, Shandale. He just needs them to go hard and get a bit of luck in running. So intriguing race. The Holmes DG, of course, last year taken out by Beyond the Silence. Ahoka Punter, Greg, changed the gear on tonight. Put the pull-up blinds on him. Tony's thinking that he's not quite putting it inside the last 150 metres. They're running to him. He's seeing them, and then he's get going again. So just to sharpen him up, Ahoka Punter, pull-up blinds go on him and the Holmes DG. And, of course, Sky Major, Zach's more happy with him, still thinks he's round about that 85% mark at this stage. He's still going to improve a lot more with tonight's run, but if he gets that right run that Sky Major can, he's got a lethal finish. So, intriguing race, of course, Besotted, fantastic last week, last mile 155. He's beginning a lot better besotted, and Lancewood Lizzie with the handicap advantage, Greg, of that 10 metres. We'll probably see her in front early. It's whether she hands or stays in front for Scott Phelan. Of course, 3 of these runners are nominated for the New Zealand Cup.
Yeah, look, both small fields, the 2 features there at the park tonight, but intriguing contests. And Craig, in terms of the sire stakes, if a horse like Shandale doesn't finish top 3 tonight, there's every chance they may well have to come down here next week, take on the likes of Lazarus, Chase the Dream, who have already spoken to the All-Stars team, will definitely be backing up, and they might have half a dozen runners in it. Alta Las Vegas, who goes around in race 9 tonight, it'll be starting in the sire stakes heat, along with a whole string of others. It may be a battle to get in to the final heat, let alone the final.
Yeah, if that does eventuate, Greg, and Shandale finishes outside the top 2 or 3, I will catch up with Morris McHenry and just see if they are looking to go south, or whether they decide no, he's just not where they want him to be at the moment. But we'll wait and see what happens going into that race. So yeah, it's a small field, an intriguing contest, and we'll learn a lot more out of it. Of course, you've got Lazarus coming back next week. He's been great at the trials. Chase the Dream, of course, won your heat last week. The 3-year-old ranks are just starting to pick up. You can see the depth coming in the last 3 or 4 weeks, and it's going to be a very, very good contest, your heat, next week.
Yep, we're recording the Gardens, by the way. We'll also record the Gardens, play it in later, and we're honing in on a start of race 3 for you, so we'll leave it with you.
Yeah, thanks, Greg. We're only 3.5 minutes out from the Auckland Carb Taxis 303,000 handicap trot here over the 2,700 metres. In this race, I marked them 8 Opawa Speed on top to beat 3 Chibiorn, 5 Brookside Colt, and 10 Franco Nadal. The reasoning around Opawa Speed on top, outstanding win at Cambridge 2 starts ago. Got back on the fence, angled 4 wide. Todd Mitchell aboard that night, on again tonight, and he was lethal. Now, since then, he had a race that didn't pan out for him at the park last week. He got very keen. He sat parked out. And saying that, he wasn't far away at the finish, and he did hit the front at the top of the straight, just peaked on his run. $6.50 fixed odds into $5.10. I suggest it's been a little bit of money, $5 at the moment. So runner number 8, Opawa Speed, the one for me to win race number 3. The dangers, that horse on screen at the moment, downgraded last week. You always put the downgraders into your selections, because stepping back from class 2 and 3 trots back to C1, a lot easier for a horse like this, owned by long-time owner Bernie Lim from the Richard Brosnan stable. Peter Ferguson, he drives this horse nearly every week, and he retains the drive tonight. Usually good beginner. He'll be one of the quickest away, and he had no luck last week behind It's Oscar. So 3 in the mix. Outside them, Brookside Colt for Jack McKinnon. We talked to Jack last week. He said this horse is getting better with racing, and he wasn't far away last start. And down the bottom, runner number 10. This horse is a $6,000 claimer at the park tonight, Franco Nadal. He's been going just fair. He's missed away his last couple of starts. He is a 7-race winner, though, so he's pretty well placed, only off 20 metres tonight, Franco Nadal. For me, it's 8, 3, 5 and 10. 8, 3, 5 and 10. Of course, not only have we got the Cup class horses going round tonight at Alexandra Park, but we've got the nominations, or the nominees from Australia going round as well. Of course, tonight at Melton, just after 11 o'clock, Cause and Terror goes round in race number 7. Cause and Terror goes round tonight at Melton, race number 7. Of course, tomorrow night, the Gold Coast Cup features the likes of Forever Gold and Alleluia. Alleluia from barrier 3, Forever Gold from barrier 12. That race will be 10 past 11 tomorrow night, the Gold Coast Cup. And of course, the fourth of the 4 Australians, Arden Rooney, will go round in the Swan Hill Cup at 11:32. Race number 7 on Saturday night from Swan Hill. The 4 Aussies that are nominated for the Cup all go round tonight and tomorrow night. Their final preparation heading towards the New Zealand Cup. Aaron White, as I come to you, 90 seconds out from the trot tonight. A very even betting race, $4.30 favourite with Brookside Colt. You've put him on top in front of Il Parada to Bjorn, and also found a spot for Sir Henry Castleton.
It's a wide open race, isn't it? 5 Brookside Colt, after being narrowly beaten by Rain de Jatan last time. Steps out to the 2700 tonight. Jack McKinnon, the trainer driver, will put in 6 Il Parada. Good Manners could see the Love You Entire get a major part of the stake here. Sean McCaffrey, the 3 Tourbillon. Yes, the downgrade onto the front tape, 2,700 metres. All key indicators to its chances tonight. Peter Ferguson and 7 Sir Henry Castleton. Good to see him get everything right. Of course, he's maturing with every run. And with Good Manners tonight, he could certainly get a back-to-back victory after that good win down at Cambridge. 5, 6, 3 and 7.
Thank you, Aaron. That horse on screen, One Zimple, trained by Andrew and Lindale. Lynn in the cart tonight. Been out of form for quite some time. 2 starts back. The best of them, a 5th last start. And a significantly weaker field behind Sir Henry Carson. Would have to probably lift a bit, and that's why it's at a quote of $16. Remember, first 4s tonight, $2,000 going into each one of those. Dead money carried into the first 4s tonight, so get involved in them. Pool sitting at around about $5,500 or $5,000 at the moment in the first 4. So 2,000 dead money while these Kiwi Punters Championships are going on. Going into the pools tonight, well worth getting involved. Red lights on at the park now for the 3rd. It is the Auckland Co-op Taxis handicap trot favourite. In the hands of Jack McKinnon is runner number 5, a Brookside Colt. He closes at 280 on the book and the tote. Nothing through from the racing desk. I think it might be a bit of a slow race, this race. The 5th, I suggest probably the best back runner, has been Opawa Speed, who's into $5. In fact, coming through right now, $1,500 to win on Opawa Speed at $5.50.
And race 3 to open place 6 tonight, and another double. Book Taxi. It's that easy now with Auckland Co-op Taxi. Download the free app and book your taxi in just a few taps and see the taxi drive toward you in real time. Search Co-op at the App Store or Google Play. 300,000 and cooptaxi.co.nz. Great supporters of the Auckland Trotting Club. As the square gators come up and the barrier strands release, and Joe Mo's away nicely. Now Brookside Colt's gone away in a gallop, as to Zimple off the front tape. Opawa Speed has also gone up in the year. So first away is Jomo. From in second is Tourbillon, and coming forward Sir Henry Castleton. Gintaras will settle down 4th as they come off the back. Now Sir Henry Castleton's galloped in 3rd. Goes up the track there as they work the showgrounds turn. Getting underneath that, I Got Rhythm. Further away to Franco Nadal, Il Parata. Brookside Colt back down and trotting, as to Sir Henry Castleton. That will settle in front of Brookside Colt, and Opawa Speed back last. In fact, Zimple's further back, so there's plenty of territory between first and last here as around to leaders. Gintaras over stablemate Tourbillon. They're followed by Jomo and John Robinson in 3rd. Then came I Got Rhythm and the Magic Man Maurice McHenry. 2 circuits out from home as they work on to the stables corner. Franco Nadal is in 5th. A good 5 lengths Il Parata. They're followed by Sir Henry Castleton. Brookside Colt is back in the field. Opawa Speed and Zimple is no chance. They trot out to the 1,800 metres in the Auckland Co-op Taxis 303,000. And it's Gintara's getting along with business nicely in front. The son of great success over at stablemate Tourbillon, son of Dream Vacation. Joe Mo third. Then I Got Rhythm. She's doing everything right in the early part of the trot as they run through the lead time. And that's cut out in 1:28.5. Then Franco Nadal, 3 or 4 lengths Il Pirata, 6 lengths Sir Henry Castleton, 3 lengths Brookside Colt, a couple off that, then to Opawa Speed, Zimple No Chance. 1,400 to go as they sweep across the showgrounds turn again. And Gintara's a length and a half over Tourbillon and Joe Mo. I Got Rhythm looking to work away from the markers here for McKendry. No, he'll stay in. Franco Nadal's trying to flush him out. Todd McFarlane about to come forward with the son of In the Pocket. On its back then is Il Pirata. Will take 1-1 cover. In fact, now 3 back and 1 out as McKendry does now finally come on I Got Rhythm. Sir Henry Castleton getting up the inside. 32 and 3 the opening quarter. And the last of the winning chances, Brookside Colt and Opawa Speed. 9:50 left to go. Gintara's Tourbillon, I Got Rhythm up to third around Jomo. Franco Nadal 1-1. Sir Henry Castleton back on the inside for David Butcher. Then Il Pirata, Sean McCaffrey. Brookside Colt, Jack McKinnon back in the field. And Opawa Speed 31 and 9 the second quarter. Gintara's in the back. The Auckland Co-op Taxi 303,000 trot and starts to turn the acid up again in front from Tourbillon on the outside. I Got Rhythm. Jomo 4th and 3 back on the inside. Then Franco Nadal with 1-1 cover. Sir Henry Castleton back on the inside. Further back is Il Pirata. Then Brookside Colt and Opawa Speed off the back and around to the 400. Back straight quarter, 28.6. Gintara's a length. I Got Rhythm won't go away on the outside. Tourbillon will wait the passing lane. Then came Joe Mo and Franco Nadal. Il Pirata homeward bound. Gintara's Tourbillon slips through on the inside. I Got Rhythm. Then Joe Mo. Franco Nadal's gone off stride. Tourbillon goes to Gintara's I Got Rhythm. Joe Mo down the outside. Tourbillon driven through by Fergie. Late run Il Pirata out wide, but Tourbillon's in. Il Pirata second. Joe Mo third. Then I Got Rhythm. Gintara's fifth. They will follow Brookside Colt doing his best work late in the piece. Sir Henry Castleton back in the field. Franco Nadal cost himself with a late gallop. Opawa Speed and Zimple 3:32 the time. Home in 30.6 and 59.2 was the last 800 metres. Tourbillon, Dream Vacation, Sun Lamp, 7-year-old. That's his 6th victory at start to 63 tonight. Peter Ferguson for Richard Brosnan and Bernie Lim. Il Pirata, once he balanced up, he's fired home down the outside to get second. Jomo will secure third. In front of I Got Rhythm to make up the first 4 in the Auckland Co-op Taxi 303,000 handicap trot.
Official placings, race 3, the Auckland Co-op Taxis 303,000 handicap trot. 362,945. 362,945. Horse 3, Tourbillon, trotted the 2,700 metres from a stand in 332.05. Mile rate of 26.3. Last 859.3. The 430.6. The margins 1 length, a neck. 362,945. Race 3, the Auckland Co-op Taxis 303,000 handicap trot.
Judge Graham McLennan makes it all official as Tourbillon comes back at the head of the field. Dream Vacation, Sun Lamp, 7-year-old Bay Gelding. Raised by breeder Bernie Lim. And that's career win 6 at start 63 this evening. Richard Brosnan trained at Ardmore and Peter Ferguson back into the victory circle, greeted by Barry White there for Auckland Co-op Taxis and David Turner, race night steward of the Auckland Trotting Club, also in attendance. 6 Il Parada gets home for second. Love You Bay, 5-year-old stallion out of Cipollini, raced by RO, HN and BH Painter. Sean McCaffrey, Ross Painter, trained at Cambridge. Sean McCaffrey doing the driving. And 2 Joe Moen for a third. The Earl and his Angel Brown, 7-year-old gelding, raced by JM and Mrs. MD Robinson. John Robinson, the trainer-driver out of Ohalpo. Totes number 3, Tourbillon at $6.30 and $1.70, $6.31.70. 6 Il Parada, $3.70, $3.70. And 2 Jomo, $10.60, $10.60. Quinella, $20.80, $20.80. Trifecta, $1,227.40, $1,227.40. And the first 4 partially struck, $9,971.90. $9,971.90, $4,487 jackpotting through to the first 4 into the NRM Sires Stakes Heat 4 over the 1,700 metres. The second of the Kids Cards action about to come your way. Again, we'll welcome Cameron Shaw to the microphone to take you through the Kids Cards action tonight.
Our Hall of Fame clocker up here, Al?
Yes, he is the Hall of Famer. Yeah, nice to give him a mention on the box seat the other night. He thoroughly deserves it.
Yeah, he's a good fella. And his stopwatch has been sizzling in his hands there tonight, and that might continue. $1.20 Motu Premier. It is a $5.50 about number 1 Piccadilly Princess. Just before they score up, did you see that Kids Carts race, the second one tonight,
I
Gregory?
was actually out the back, Mark, but I know the first one was an intriguing contest, run at a bit of speed.
Yeah, Demi won the first one for Michaela Lewis, but the second one was the most competitive Kids Carts race we've seen here for ages. Carter Dalgetty won it with Barney, did a big Blair Orange look halfway down the straight full of confidence, ended up winning by a half a length, so it was good to see.
And that New Zealand Cup will be run on show day again?
It will indeed.
Beautiful.
And, yep, they'll come from all over New Zealand. For that prelude will be at Riccarton on the Wednesday too, so...
Brilliant.
That's all upcoming for the Kids Carts as they strive for their highlight of the season. Moving up here for race 5, Parkland's Pawn Shop Mobile. First leg of pick 6. Sitting at 40k at the moment. Motu Premier 120 into $1. Kingy Honi Kira gets set. Merv and Meg Butterworth in attendance here at the Addington Raceway tonight. Got a number of runners going around, including this one. They purchased out of the Steve McNally stable. Piccadilly Princess, Donegal Cam's card ready with Like a Prayer. Kingy Honi Kira, Wattlebank Flyer. Best Defence, Motu Premier, race 5. All on the arm. Set to go. Bit of fun with the sun in this one. Green light racing. Piccadilly Princess off the arm very fast. Like a Prayer was away well in speed now from Motu Premier, who you'd imagine will get the lead off the stablemate. Donegal Cam's card went to the inside from Kingy Honi Kira, and Mottlebank Flyer and Best Defence are the last 2. Motu Premier is going to press on. Piccadilly Princess always happy to hand up to the stablemate. Donegal Cam's card 3 back the inside from Like a Prayer, and then Kingy Honi Kira and the last 2 Best Defence and Mottlebank Flyer. The lead time 24.1, and it's Motu Premier, this very short price favourite. His racetrack return tonight, leading by a length and a half. Stablemate Piccadilly Princess trails second, and Donegal Cam's card 3 back the inside of Like a Prayer. Then Kingy Honi Kira, second last is Best Defence, and Mottlebank Flyer is last. 12.50 to go. And Tim Williams and Motu Premier out by a length and a half on the trailing Piccadilly Princess. Like a Prayer's ahead away third and 3 wide. Mottlebank Flyer is going to get around the field by Kingy Honi Kira. Donegal Cam's card, 3 back the pegs, and Best Defence is last. 32.1 for the first quarter. This is a beautiful lead for Motu Premier, and at his first start back since the Jewels, he leads a length and a half. Second, Piccadilly Princess, and up to third now, Wattlebank Flyer, and Kingy Honi Kira makes a mid-race move 2-3 up. 3 back the inside is Donegal Cam's card from Like a Prayer with cover now. A length and a half away last of all is Best Defence. 7.50 to go. Bit more toe in the race now. And Motu Premier leads by a head over Kingy Honi Kira. Piccadilly Princess has enjoyed the trail throughout from Wattlebank Flyer. 3 back the inside. Donegal Cam's card from Like a Prayer and Best Defence. Second quarter 32, 64.1 for the half. He's got no excuses, Motu Premier. At the moment, doesn't really look like he's going to need one either. He leads by a length and a quarter. Kingy Honi Kira second, and Piccadilly Princess waits for the Terror to Love at Pine Leaf Farm passing lane. Then Wattlebank Flyer, Donegal Cam's card, Like a Prayer and Best Defence. A leader, Motu Premier. Margin half a length on Kingy Honi Kira. Chased up to go with the leader and sticks on 2. On the inside running third then is Piccadilly Princess from Wattlebank Flyer. Third quarter 30.2. Motu Premier shaken up a bit. Gets away now from Piccadilly Princess and Kingy Honi Kira. They'll fight out second and third. Motu Premier's a length in front of the stablemate. She'll run second. And Motu Premier easy at the line. Won it by a length over Piccadilly Princess. Third Kingy Honi Kira. Fourth Like a Prayer. Fifth Wattlebank Flyer. Sixth is Best Defence. And last of the 7 to go by is Donegal Cam's card. Number 7, Motu Premier. 120 and $1. 1 Piccadilly Princess runs second, 140, and 4 Kingy Honi Kira no third. Just jogged it at the end. Easy lead, slow first half. That's been the story of the night. Right about 64, 65 first half, and blast from the half, and you're a long way home. Been a case of that happening right throughout the evening. Here's the last quarter, 26.9, 21.9 for the last mile. 21.2, I'm sorry, 21.2 for the last mile. Piccadilly Princess and Kingy Honi Kira. And that's been the story of the night. Slow first half, and if you can't break 27 tonight, Gregory, well, you're out of play.
Exactly, and when you've got the quality of horse in front of you like Tim Williams had there, Motu Premier, the Wales best bet of the week on the box seat, showed his customary good gate speed, got across Piccadilly Princess. She's gone nicely, as has Kingy Honi Kira. Of course, the Butterworths own Motu Premier and Kingy Honi Kira these days, so both of their charges have gone very well here. He'll be here next week, along with Lazarus and many of his stablemates heading towards the NRM Sires Stakes final on Cup Day, and the way he's come back, he should be able to secure a spot on that run. Here's the judge's call to confirm.
Premier. Second, 1 Piccadilly Princess, and third, 4 Kingy Honi Kira. Fourth has gone to 3 Like a Prayer, from 5 Wattlebank Flyer and 6 Best Defence. 7, 1, 4, 3, 5, 6. The margins 1 1/4 lengths, 1 1/2 lengths, 1 3/4 lengths, half a neck. The winner's time was 2:25 exactly. The mile rate of 159.6. The last 856.7. Last 426.7.
56.7, 26.7, the order of the night. You know, I said that one to debate it a wee bit. It's back. Anyway, 120 and $1. Piccadilly Princess $1.40. Kingy Honi Kira no third. 180 Quinella, 550 Trifecta. Tim Williams salutes, and 22.90 the first 4. 7.143. Just a jog around the Addington Raceway. It was there for Motu Premier. Race number 6 here, underway. 6 minutes past 8 o'clock. There's your quaddie dividend, $20.80. 1, 2, 5 and 7. The only upsetter, if you like, of course, was Parissa in that third leg. Pick 6. Well, if you took a ticket today, you more or less had to have the 7 on it, didn't you? As we see Merv Butterworth, congratulated by former editor of the Weekly, and Mike Granger. 75,147.64 are live, going towards the $40,000 there in the pick 6. 8:06 that start time. Good trot it will be, with the favourite likely to be the Earth Moved. Tourbillon took out the third from Alexandra Park, 6:30, 170, beating Il Parata. Big late run for second, 370, and Jomo, 1060. 2080 the Quinella, 362 Trifecta, 1227.40, and the 3629 first for $9,971.90. A nice old jackpot there, just under 4,500 to their next. Bendigo race number 9. Here's some selections there with Matthew Jackson, 1, 5, 4 and 7. There's numbers there. Here's our result. which we've already read out. So there you go. Hopefully you got a piece of that, and judging by those dividends, you would have. Kilkee Flex is the favourite, 220 over Megan Keeping. 154 and 7 is the way that Matthew Jackson has gone in this one, and the dogs will be on their way to the boxes very shortly. Over the 500 metres, 90 seconds away from a start. Of course, the next to go at Alexandra Park with that nice carry forward is the NRM Sire Stakes Heat number 4. Get to Craig Thompson straight off the back of this one. Or maybe we might have one other greyhound race before that. Yeah, I think we have. Coming to us from Ipswich. The Bendigo dogs are making their way around to the start. And we'll get this underway very, very quickly. Ipswich dog straight off the back of it. Numbers there with Dean Jones. I thought he played cricket for Australia, but anyway, he's going to call that race. It's probably not the same one. 3-5-4-1. 3-5-4-1. We'll get rid of these two greyhound races. I don't mean that facetiously, but we will move them on and get on to that NRM Sire Stakes Heat. Dogs are at the boxes. Hopefully, Matthew Jackson will join us very shortly and talk us through what he thinks might unfold here. Kilkee Flex won its last start. Megan Keeping's won 3 of its last 5. It's trained by K Bravo. Sorry I don't know your first name, but why not? Might be Bravo. The 5, the gold. It's currently the second favourite and second selection for Matthew Jackson. Sunday, Methven, terrific day down there, 11 race card. Spoke to Rick May earlier tonight, said the place looks immaculate. They can't get the track in better condition, and for the Terror to Love Methven Cup, it is going to be one heck of a contest over, 3,000 metres there. Bendigo, we're going to stay there? Maybe? Yep. Oh, they're waiting for a race to finish. Okay. And then they'll get there, and then we'll get to Ipswich, and then we'll get to Alexandra Park. Busy old time here, TRB Trackside 1. Hope you're enjoying the coverage out of both Addington and Alexandra Park as we build towards the crescendo being Cup Week here in Christchurch. Get all your ticketing details, addington.co.nz. If you want to go to the Thoroughbreds, Canterbury Jockey Club's website, get there too. They tell me 18,000 Cup Day capped is going to be sold out well before the event. So if you're thinking of going to Riccarton and you haven't got your tickets yet, make sure you do so. And of course, it's Greyhound Cup night here too on the Thursday. So a whole lot of reasons to be in Christchurch for Cup Week. All right, let's get to Matthew Jackson. He'll know more about, I'll ever know, these dogs here. Let's get to him.
So they're moving in. Just to note that this race has been switched to across to Sky 2, although it looks like it's going to be on Sky 1 as well. Obviously, we've held for Ipswich, who ran about 4 minutes late. Green light is on. So Lua's on its way. 180. Kilkee Flex as I welcome in Dave Manning to the coverage from RSN. They're set here. Racing now, caught them in a perfect line. Away fast from box 2. Sparkeen leads Kilkee Flex early. Megan Keeping moved up on the outside to third place. They're followed by Turbine, I'm a Screw Loose. Next came Velocity, Sapphire, Claretown, Barton, Airtivus last. Coming off the back straight, Megan Keeping persisted for a rails run. Drew to the lead from Sparkeen, who's a neck away second. They're followed by Kilkee Flex. They turn, it's Megan Keeping. Kilkee Flex coming after it, and Sparkeen the outside. Kilkee Flex drove through, and Kilkee Flex won it. Beat Sparkeen and Megan Keeping. I'd say in that order. Then Claretown, Bart, I'm a Screw Loose. Well back in the field here.
So the one gets through in the middle, very close second and third, 2, 5, and possibly the 6 on the inside. Yeah, we'll go that way, eh? All right, we'll wrap that one. Meeting code 33, race 9 from Bendigo very shortly. Ipswich won't be far away either. Numbers there with Dean Jones, 3, 5, 4 and 1, 3, 5, 4 and the 1, and the next to go from there. Here's a look at the market. Fiery Benz, 390, 140, 360 about the 1 La Madrina, and other support is for the 4 Kawasaki Rose. Short break here, other side, we'll get to Ippy for the 7th.
He's watching, wins the Meadowlands Pace.
He's watching. They'll
racing. Favourite Fiery Benz was about fourth away. Winning the jump was Talk Flight, going straight to the leader from La Madrina. In third spot was Kawasaki Rose, then followed by Fiery Bench, Magic It Up and Takula. Well back in the field was Gravity Wolf, and it won a miss, Gravity Wolf, and passing it was Ipswich Melody. But around the home bend and dashing right away was Talk Flight. Talk Flight's going to bolt in. Talk Flight by 8. Fiery Benz ran on for second. Third was Kawasaki Rose, La Madrina fourth. Then we had after that was Takula, Magic It Up.
5341 there from Ipswich. Craig Thompson, 6.5 minutes out from this intriguing contest. NRM Sire Stakes Heat. It is number 4.
Absolutely, Greg. Who will join Chase the Dream, Cash and Flow, Art Form, Kamani, Franco Cristiano and He Can Fly? They're your 8 runners, or 6 runners, that are guaranteed to start in the Sire Stakes. 2 more go through from tonight. 2 drivers we need to talk to, Tony Hurley and Zach Butcher. First, Tony Hurley with Walkinshaw. Tony, thanks for your time tonight. Walkinshaw in race number 4 comes up with barrier 1. He didn't get much luck in the first of the Sire Stakes here at Cambridge, and you must have been happy with his run last week behind the Faithful.
Yeah, well, even happier now. The Faithful come out and won by 4 lengths then, or whatever. Yeah, so no, he got beaten by a good horse on that night, but and did a bit of work, so I was happy with the run, and he's come through it good. That was the main thing, and yeah, he's got the alley tonight to hopefully make the most of it and see how good we are.
I was going to say that barrier 1, he's drawn wide in his first 2 starts this time, and I know he has got gate speed, and really you've got to use it from that draw, don't you?
Oh yeah, he'll get out as good as we can on the night, so yeah, hopefully it's good enough to stay real handy.
Yeah, they'll be coming out. I'm pretty sure he's got to use the draw. He can't afford to get crossed at least by Kamani or Zach Maguire, because I think they'll hand again. So Tony will look to use the barrier draw to advantage, and he has been the best back runner in the last half an hour. Let's get to Zach Butcher. He drives Kamani, who's already qualified for the Sire Stakes. Zach Kamani qualified for the Sire Stakes already with a placing at Cambridge. Nice draw here. Tricky race, 7 runners and multiple chances. How's his work going into tonight?
Yeah, he's really well. His work from his last run going 153 at Cambridge has been well, and he got beaten by a pretty nice horse in Art Form. So yeah, it's a very even field tonight, and anything can happen. It all depends on what all the drivers decide they're going to do when they get out there, but we've drawn well enough that we're going to get a cosy run, and I don't think we'll be any worse than 3 deep defence. So he seems well, and if he does get the right run, I think he'll be right there at the finish.
Yeah, Zach Butcher, of course, he ran second to Art Form in that 153 mile at Cambridge, as we get the result from Bendigo, meeting 33 race 9, 1, 2, 5 and 6. 1, 2, 5 and 6 at the Dogs at Bendigo. For me, I thought Walkinshaw had the advantage of the draw. He's 270 into 240, and hearing through from James, $4,000 bet at the 260 has shortened his quote. I thought his run at Cambridge had a lot of merit because he didn't get the gap when he needed it, and when you're going 153, you can't afford to be stopped in the run home. Tonight, he'll get his chance, and that form will be franked by the Faithful winning earlier in the night. Of course, Walkinshaw beaten by him last week, but the Faithful's gone enormous tonight, so I think he's got a big chance to get the win from the inside. The dangers for me, definitely Shandale. If the real one turned up tonight, he can run over the
Trotting Club, Mr. Kerry Hoggard. I'd like to introduce his Vice President, Mr. Bruce Carter, to speak about Kerry's life and his massive role in Northern Harness Racing.
Thank you, Michael. The harness racing industry, and especially the Auckland Trotting Club, has lost a visionary leader and a very respected leader. Kerry was involved in all aspects of our industry: administration, racing and breeding. He is a huge loss to our club and the wider harness racing industry. We mourn him, and as a mark of respect, I ask you to stand and observe a minute's silence. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The directors and the board of Alexandra Park are behind us, along with some of our staff. We are all going to miss Kerry. He will be remembered tomorrow morning at 10:30 with his funeral aptly in the Tasman Room. For those of you who believe in omens, he is also the owner of 2 horses in the next race, Kamani and Motown. We wish the best of luck for them, and our thoughts and sympathies go out to his wife Marilyn and his surviving son Andrew. Shortly, Aaron White with the 4th on the card.
Well, to the fore of doing many things here at Alexandra Park, obviously the Blues complex here that's being built at the moment, and this big residential complex that's being built at about the top of the straight.
Yeah, you did right there, Craig. Instrumental in all facets, not only of harness racing with owning, breeding and administration, but through business as well. And yes, our thoughts out to Marilyn and the family. Shandale for me on top. I'm going to give him a chance to bounce back. His win here, fresh up over Art Form, was very, very good. Just didn't fire down at Cambridge. He had the 1-1 throughout in the heat down there. They did get along in 1:53, but he had the ideal run. We'll give Shandale another go. 1 Walkinshaw comes up with the right draw. Tony Hurley, 2 Kamani. He was runner-up in that heat at Cambridge and behind Art Form. And Zach Maguire, I thought his run in the Cambridge heat was very good and secured his victory here last week in good fashion as well. Zach Maguire, David Butcher, Ray Green. So 6-1, 2 and 3 for me, Craig in the 4th.
Thanks, Aaron. They're all posting your quaddy colour and delight, the faithful and Tourbillon. The favourite way is with runner number 1, Walkinshaw, 383, and the second favourite is runner number 6, Shandale, at $698. Those famous colours there, Gerald Shand's colours. Morris McHenry, trained and driven. Shandale, such a good horse at 2. Came back so positively at 3 and then disappointed after getting the 1-1 at Cambridge last week. Understand Morris saying that they changed some gear leading into the Cambridge race and trying some new gear on him, and he wasn't a happy horse. They've rectified that and they're more happy going into tonight, so we'll see what eventuates. It won't take them long. They'll probably run a mile in around about 1:55 and the 1700 and around about 2:122. That's what type of speed they'll be going tonight at the park. The red light's on now for our feature, the NRM Sire Stakes, heat number 4. Favourite will start from the inside with the black colours. Walkinshaw's his name. Here's Aaron.
Thank you, Craig. One of our features on the program tonight, NRM Stakes Heat 4. Of course, these 3-year-olds looking to win a place into the lucrative Group 1 final on Cup Day at Addington. And a small, select but high-quality field in front of us tonight. 1,700 metres. Walkinshaw to run the favourite. He's drawn well tonight. $2.40. Tony Hurley doing the driving. Set and ready. Green light up. Frank Phelan sends Sires Stakes Heat 4 on their journey, and Shandale's going to show gate speed tonight, as to Motown from out wide. Now Walkinshaw will take a trail behind Shandale. He's about to be put 3 back as Motown rolls on to the lead. 5.7 the run off the gate as they sweep across the showgrounds turn. Kamani comes away from the markers to sit out Park. Can't refuse a stablemate into the 1-1. Zach Maguire, he's back second last, and Van Mara the last. So Motown leads, but Kamani, he's going to come up on the outside for Zach Butcher, and Joshua's going to let him go here too. Can't refuse will sit out Park. That puts Shandale 3 back, Walkinshaw 4 back. Zach Maguire in the 1-1, 28 and 6 the opening quarter. Van Mara the last. NRM Sire Stakes Heat 4, a circuit to go. And Kamani leads a length and a half over Motown. Up on the outside, Can't Refuse is third and parked as they work the stables corner, their one and only time. Shandale all dressed up, nowhere to go. 3 back on the inside there, followed Zach Maguire. Now Hurley, he got away from the markers and comes out automatic 3 wide with Walkinshaw. Second quarter, 32.8. Van Mara the last. Kamani through the back. Up over on the outside, Walkinshaw now. Bress up alongside to be a neck away. Motown will wait for the passing lane. Can't Refuse 1-1. Shandale 3 back on the inside. The Magic Man, he'll have to be a magician from there to get home. Further back in the field then to Zach Maguire and Van Mara. Off the back onto the showgrounds turn, their final time. 400 to go. Kamani, Walkinshaw 27 and 8 the back straight quarter. Motown's gone roughly in the trail. He's galloped there. Can't Refuse. Shandale's got away from the markers. He looks to run on, but homeward bound Kamani. Wilkinshaw on the outside, comes up strongly, Can't Refuse on the passing lane. Kamani Hares, Can't Refuse getting through on the inside, and Wilkinshaw. Kamani fights hard, Can't Refuse on the inside. Shandale's about to bomb them late down the outside. No! I think Can't Refuse will get it. A nose, Shandale, and about a half a head away, Kamani third, then Wilkinshaw. Zach Maguire, the race lost a wee bit of complexion on the corner when Motown galloped. Van Mara will finish second last, 203.5, 28.3 was the final quarter. I think Can't Refuse through on the passing lane. They are wide apart, worlds apart these two, but I'd say inside just gets it. Can't Refuse. Better's Delight Gelding, Brent Mangos, Barry Purdon, Shandale. He's ripped home down the outside. Kamani's right there as well. Let's have a look as Judge Graham McLennan will stop the race. Yes, Can't Refuse, I say, a nose. Shandale. Kamani third, Wilkinshaw close up in fourth, and 56.1 was the last half. It'll be a photo finish, but I say there's a margin, a very, very slender margin to Can't Refuse.
Official placings, race 4, the NRM Sire Stakes Series Heat 4. 4, 6, 2, 1, 3, 5. 4, 6, 2, 1, 3, 5. Horse 4, Can't Refuse, paced the 1700 metres in 203.47. A mile rate of 156.8. Last 856.2. The 428.3. The margins: a nose, a head, a neck. 4, 6, 2, 1, 3, 5. Race 4, the NRM Sire Stakes Series Heat 4.
Can't Refuse. Barry Purdon trained at Clevedon. Barry gets his second on the program. Brent Mangos doing the driving. Katrina Purdon, Solid Gold, Standardbreds, T. Corson, Mrs. G. Corson, the Clearview Racing number 2 Syndicate, Terry Henderson, Trevor Casey, and Mrs. C. Norsbaum. You're off to the Sires Stakes final come Cup Day. Better's Delight, Dream Off, a 3-year-old brown gelding. Certainly got the breeding and the family behind him to be a major player there too on Cup Day. Woodland Stud New Zealand Limited, they get their second breeding success on the program as well tonight. What a way to break your maiden status in the NRM Sires Stakes Heat 4. Dougal Scott down there, part of the victory celebrations. Roger Barnes, race night steward of the Auckland Trotting Club, also in attendance. 6 Shandale, Art Major, Delightful Dale Bay, 3-year-old colt, G.A. Shand, the owner, Morris McKendry, the trainer-driver out of Pukekohe, and 2 Kamani, Better's Delight, Lizzie Maguire, Brown, 3-year-old colt. Nearly did it for Rosslyn Stud, Barry Purdon, Zach Butcher, and they will be the third across. 4 Can't Refuse, $38.30 and $10.20. $38.30, $10.70. 6 Shandale, $1.90, $1.90, 2 Kamani, no third dividend. Quinella, $139.30, $139 and $30. Trifecta, $1,000 and $54.50, $1,000 and $54.50. First 4, $3,890.20, $3,890.20. 3 and 4 in the double returns $189.60, $189.60. 3 and 6 concession $5.40, $5.40. Barry Purdon bookends the treble, 7, 3 and 4. The faithful first leg, then Tourbillon, now into Can't Refuse, and that returns $828.10. $828.10. And the early quaddie this evening, 5, 7, 3 and 4. First leg to Culinary Delight, $9,056.40. $9,056.40.
That long, and it doesn't happen that often these days, certainly is worth recognising.
What are you and Karen at?
I knew you were going to ask that. 12.
Right.
That's a remarkable effort by Karen.
50 years, and they've got some pretty average son-in-laws too. 3 I can think of straight up.
Yeah, thanks for that. I knew you'd come up with something, but in all sincerity, yeah, well done to them. That's a great effort.
Great effort. Brave man, Austin. Well done. 50 years. I salute you. $2.50 Blackguard's Corner is the favourite. $6 for number 10, The Earth Moved, and $8.10 for number 12, Wings on High. Went the 4 Blackguard's Corner. Newcomer to the All-Stars. I got my favourite mare in Christmas Joyella for second. Gee, I love her. Never goes a bad race. Consistent. Third behind Monbay last time. She was beaten 11 lengths, but Monbay bolted, and they ran him in 56.6. And a fifth behind Monbay beaten 7 1/4 2 starts ago. She should find this just a touch easier. Paris Prince at 11 3. More than capable replacement for Gavin Smith, seeing he's driving October Rain. Dexter jumps aboard, and 10 The Earth Moved, gunned down late by Paris Princess last week. I threw it in to round out the top 4. So 4 on top. The 8 value each way every day of the week at $14 and $2.90. I expected to step pretty quickly from the 20 metres and get herself handy, and then the 7 and the 10. Up at the start, race number 6, Sips Plumbing Plus Handicap Trot. Still got Mile Day at Wairio and Methven to come across the course of the weekend. Cup Day at Methven. As we count down towards other lead-up races for Cup Week, Methven Cup Sunday, Flying Stakes at Ashburton. Kaikoura's not too far away. And the tickets are selling well here too at addington.co.nz, and they are at Riccarton Park too. Walking out the doors. Bit of a buzz around for Cup Week this year. Plenty of people getting their tickets early and getting into the spirit of it, which, despite the fact we've had Terror to Love and some draw cards the last couple of years, just hasn't quite had that sort of capture. Well, it has this year in a big way, which is wonderful to see for both clubs, both here and over there as well. And the Dogs will get a good crowd too on the Thursday night of Cup Week. Blackguard's Corner, $2.70. Got a gold cap here, Ricky May on The Earth Moved. A white cap, Stevie Golding on the 2, Unyielding Spirit. October Rain gets set. Blackguard's Corner comes around. Pyramid Magic, Wings on High. Racing now. And beginning best, October Rain. Gin Rummy was away well. So too Blackguard's Corner, who's going to work up 3 wide, then Unyielding Spirit. 2 to Bono Heston, out very wide as Paris Princess. Wings on High went through in the middle. October Rain galloped. Pyramid Magic gets by it. So too The Earth Moved and Christmas Joyella. And then Pristine JCK, and October Rain's galloped itself out the back. The leader is Blackguard's Corner. Margins 2 lengths on the trailing Unyielding Spirit. 2 lengths away third, Gin Rummy, and Racing Park Wings on High. Bono Hester's 4 back the inside, and 3 wide Pyramid Magic. Clean break between horses, and a length and a half too. The Earth Moved. 3 wide Paris Princess. Christmas Joyella is going to leave the back of The Earth Moved and follow Paris Princess forward. And then came Pristine JCK, and October Rain has tailed off. 2,000 metres to go. And the leader is Blackguard's Corner with Mark Purton, margin 2 lengths. Second is Unyielding Spirit, and parked up is Pyramid Magic. Ginrummy 3 back the inside, and Paris Princess 3 wided and trailed out there by Christmas Joyella. Next is Wings on High from Bono Hess Clean Break. A length and a half the Earth Move from Pristine and JCK, and tailed off as October Rain after that early gallop. Paris Princess going on with it here will take the lead off Blackguard's Corner, and Christmas Joyella left in the open third. 3 back the inside is Unyielding Spirit, and ahead away is Pyramid Magic. Wings on High 3 back the outside of Ginrummy. Then Clean Break Bono Hest, 1.5 the Earth Moved. Pristine, and 2 lengths away then is JCK with a gap off last of all October Rain. 1:21.7 the lead time, and it's Dexter Dunn and Paris Princess, a length and a half over the trailing Blackguard's Corner. Christmas Joyella's a neck away third, Breezing. 3 back the inside row is Unyielding Spirit. Then Pyramid Magic. Here's the Earth Move, 3 wide up quickly by Wings on High. On the pegs, 4 back Ginrummy. Next is Clean Break from Bono Heston, Pristine, JCK, and tailed off is October Rain. 30.5 the first quarter. 1,000 metres to go, and the informed Paris Princess looking to make it 3 from her last 4, and she leads by a length and a half. The Earth Move went to second. Blackguard's Corner trails third. Fourth, Christmas Joyella. Unyielding Spirit 3 back the inside from Pyramid Magic. Ginrummy's inside of Wings on High, and then Bono Hest. Next is Clean Break from Pristine, JCK, and tailed off as October Rain. Midway down the back stretch, and still Paris Princess leads the way. A length and a half on the Earth Moved, and Blackguard's Corner spinning on a run from the trail. Await use of the Terror till of it, Pineleaf Farm passing lane. Then Christmas Joyella, Unyielding Spirit. Next is Pyramid Magic from Ginrummy and Wings on High. Second quarter, 31.2, 61.7 for the half, and still Paris Princess is giving. Leads by a length over the Earth Moved. Blackguard's Corner waits to come through from Christmas Joyella, easing up 3 wide. Next to the inside is Unyielding Spirit, and then came Pyramid Magic. Third quarter in 30.2. Paris Princess wings in, leads a length and a half. Blackguard's Corner, then the Earth Moved and Christmas Joyella. It's Paris Princess ahead in front. Blackguard's Corner the inside, then the Earth Moved and Christmas Joyella. Paris Princess is still in front. Ahead Blackguard's Corner, and Paris Princess wins again. Beat Blackguard's Corner, and third I think the Earth Moved and nose in front of Christmas Joyella. Next to go by Unyielding Spirit from Ginrummy. Then Pyramid Magic, Clean Break, Wings on High, Bono Hest, JCK, Pristine, and last in is October Rain. It is absolutely flying, this horse. Number 7, Paris Princess, 10.80 and 3.30. Dexter Dunn for Sam Smolenski, speaking of flying. And has held off Blackguard's Corner, the 4 at 160. I think the 10 will run third. The Earth Moved at 160. 28 the last quarter. 159.9 for the last mile. And she's ground out a victory. Blackguard's Corner led, handed up to her. Gee, she's tough. Let's have a look at third. The Earth Moved clinging, diving Christmas Joyella. Yep, the Earth Moved will run third. Christmas Joyella fourth. And Unyielding Spirit fifth. And this young man, Sam Smolenski, is doing a fantastic job with his 8 trainer, Greg.
15 starters, Mark Mack, for 7 wins. Talk about an inaugural year in the training ranks, and she's been a massive part of it. That's 4 from 11 now. Got the front. Mark Purdon happy to hand up with the newcomer to their barn in Blackguard's Corner, and this mare by Deirdre Don out of Paris Bell, raced by Faye Fletcher, just keeps on winning. There was the start, October Rain getting it wrong. Mark being able to avoid that with Blackguard's Corner, got around to the lead. The Earth moved at the right time. It's battled on solidly. Christmas Joyella, another solid run. I'd imagine we'll see her Sunday at Methven. But Paris Princess wins again and gets home. She tries, doesn't she? Head goes out all the way down to the wire, and Blackguard's Corner couldn't quite get there. Judge's call not too far away. Cranbourne, Adam Crettenden's our man there. 2, 4, 1 and 12 his numbers in the next. Here's Mark Gallagher's call.
Paris Princess, second 4 Blackguard's Corner, and third 10 the Earth Moved. Fourth has gone to 8 Christmas Joyella, from 2 Unyielding Spirit and 3 Ginrummy. 7, 4, 10, 8, 2, 3. The margins half a neck, 6 lengths, half a head, 2 1/4 lengths. The winner's time was 3:20.9, a mile rate of 2:04.3. The last 857.8, last 427.8.
So confirmation that Paris Princess, double figure odds, and Sam Smolenski Nana, Grandma, Faye Fletcher, she'll be stoked. Nice work. 10.80 and 3.30 on the each way. Blackguard's Corner 160. The Earth Moved also $1.60. 13.80 the Quinella, $136 your trifecta. 7, 4, 10, 8 first four, $1,246.90. Pick 6. Favourite rolled home in the first. Most live then. Be interesting now. Double for you, 13.40. 130 the concession. Body Premier in the first leg, and the treble. 5, 7 and 7, $67.50. Parissa was the first leg there. Pick 6, 2 legs down. And the number live, 7,850.96 after about 78,000, I think it was, going into that. All right, we're inside 2 minutes out from our first at Cranbourne, and we'll be back here at Addington Raceway. 8:36 the start time for the 7th. Let's head to Cranbourne, media code 17, race number 1.
Yeah, just playing up here in the yard too. Strapper almost got himself into trouble there, so hopefully everything's A-OK as the clerk of the course leads My All Glen out.
Yeah, last competed back in May, he's trialled in early August, so there's a bit of a gap between that, and I didn't think the form was anything special anyway. Did pull up lame last time out and is being a bit of a handful here, so I think we'll just wait for another day.
We haven't seen number 1 certified, 20 for Ken Keys, but a bit of market support on track, 12 into $10.
Yeah, it's a couple of trials recently, and I finished third in a trial on October the 5th. Did show pace in that trial, was being felt for late on in the heat, but will show a bit of pace here and awkwardly drawn. So the barrier put me off, but certified 20, I thought showed a little bit of potential in that trial.
All right, further money now into $9 here on track. Give us your top. Well, the last one to check is number 5, Redwood Gardens for Robbie Griffiths. Bit of support for this one too at a big price. $20 now into $17 for the debutante, who is by Nakoni.